Hello, people in this live. Yeah, I felt like I had to go live, even though I got an apology from Syndicated TV. He did apologize, so let me go ahead and say that he did say that. But the one who sparked that whole video with me making it was that goddamn Ann, and Ann was on my live last night, and so everybody that was on my last night actually witnessed the conversation between me and what she was talking about. Here's the thing with me. I try to give people the truth, the facts, everything, because I literally research everything I do. I research everything I do before I put it out there. So I'm not the type that's giving you information that isn't correct. So if I go hard at trying to get people accurate information, you got the best to believe I'm gonna go hard for myself. I'm not finna have anybody around here like my name and saying some crap. Because if you gonna say something on me, baby, you gonna get addressed. I don't give a damn who you is. Because one thing about me, I don't kiss nobody behind. I don't. I don't kiss absolutely nobody's butt. And so if you want to put it out there, you better be ready to get dealt with, or addressed or talked to about what you're saying. And now when Ann first had wrote that message on my video last night when she was talking about what I was saying, she came across sweet and concerning. So when I looked at her message, I really did take it like, oh, I get what you're saying. I understand what you. I was trying to just let it drop. That's why I really didn't explain everything in detail at first. But I kind of get what you're saying because I left it open without really giving an explanation, so I could see where you were coming from if you were saying that you didn't fully understand what had happened on the lives and all that stuff. So let me go ahead and clear this up. But well, me getting ready to clear this up, all this mess finna come up out of here because I really should have addressed it from the beginning. But I know how I get sometimes. I know how I will push that. I will get it all out there, baby, if you really want to. I know I can get sometimes. So I was trying to pull back because of the situation. I wasn't trying to let it escalate no more. And really it was with the help of my oldest daughter, because she know how I am too. And she was like, Mama, just let it go. Don't even. I was like, nah, I want to say something because you know me. I want to say something about because right now I'm making it seem like he lying on him. So I want to get the whole thing, because my whole thing I was always pressed with what made that woman go to Carter. What made her to Carter? And on that live that I had did that night, she literally told Carter it was a syndicated TV that told her to go over there. Now, I did say inside my video that syndicated TV said he did not tell that woman to go over there. But like I said, if you believe her so much, if you believe everything that she's saying, so when clearly she's lying on everybody else, then why shouldn't I believe that what she's saying about you telling her to go over there to Carter because you didn't have. I even doubled back on that just to make sure, just in case she wasn't lying or something. I went on syndicated TV thing, and I looked on his thing. I never saw him actually do a live up until that point. So, hey, what she said makes sense. He do a live, so how is he going to be able to show her face to show me that she wasn't who she said she was? Okay, so it sounds believable to me what she's saying to Carter on his thing, that she was sent over there because he does a live and she could show her, she could talk or whatever. Because I think initially she didn't even show her face initially. She actually spoke on the live. And the only reason I know that was because some of my viewers had already told me she had did the live. And to me, I was literally saying, how do y'all know that was her? Anybody can change their voice. In fact, I can change mine if I want to. Hey, Latanya, how you doing? How you, girl? This Ann person, whoever the hell she is, she got me on 10. And I will cuss this woman out. Look, if you come at me and you come at me with the foolishness, I was trying to take it soft with you and not really throw it out there that you were the one who got me started on this damn video. But you're gonna sit there and talk about I'm hating because I'm coming for this man. I should be listening. It's like hell, I should not be listening to him because half of the stuff he's telling y'all is wrong. Y'all follow him. I'm not gonna follow him. Thank you, Ann, for popping up here. Since when do you start cussing people out? Even cuss Carter out, girl. First of all, you don't know who you're talking to, and I keep telling you. I literally keep telling all y'all that I try to suppress that side of me because I know how the F I am. I really do. I know how the F I am. I will go off on your behind. But I'm trying not to do that. So it's not when did I start cussing. Baby, it's in me to do that. I try to hold that down and let somebody really piss me the F off the way you did. When you came on my goddamn video and sitting here talking about, oh, well, really, I didn't want to say anything to you about it because when it first came out about Kimmy, I wasn't gonna say anything, but now I'm kind of confused on the whole live and all that other stuff. Lady, please. No, it's not. I'm so big and bad. I'm not big and bad. This is who I am. I don't fake and funk in front of anybody. I don't. I do not. As far as what, but you didn't go off on Carter. Oh yeah, see that's where you're wrong. I didn't go off on Carter to this extent because I knew what had done happened, but I was trying to talk to Carter, and I kept saying. That's why I say I kept telling all y'all. There's a different side of me y'all don't know about. There's another side of me y'all really don't know, and I really try to suppress that side until somebody pissed me the F off. The way you're doing because you're sitting here trying to cause issues with people because you're the one who struck up that whole goddamn conversation. It's on my video, so you can go back to see what you said, which I know sometimes people can sound some way that it ain't on the thing. That's why I came on the live that night and I was talking with you that night, and you once again started telling me about your niches and all niches, and you never heard it because you tried to say something thinking I didn't have names about larger platform, sticking with one niche on their platform. That's what you tried to do, and then I showed you no. There's other people. Matter of fact, they did whole videos about people who have large platforms that do not stick on the one niche. Um, he was way. Well, let me go back, girl, because I'm sitting here talking. I ain't even first reading what she's saying, but let me go back because I still like to give opportunity. Oh no, baby. That's woo, Lord. Let me calm down because you really finna see who Tamara truly is right now. Oh, what happened with Ann? And he was way more disrespectful. No. No. I went to Carter to go talk to Carter, like I said, because I felt like he was under the wrong impression. I felt like Carter was under the wrong impression, and y'all really wouldn't have got this side of me until try to flip that shit when syndicated TV was on there because I knew eventually he'll see the video and he's gonna comment on there as to what happened, what's this or what's that. I knew that already, but see, you was the one who came on thing and said it had sparked all this stuff up because I had them let it go. And then at the end of the day, if Carter's one thing about me, at the end of the day, if Carter wanted to still go how he was gonna go or whatever, after the live, and I did what I had to do to get those people's information off of that platform, we could. That's why I told we can go round and round all day long, baby, because I can hang with the best of them. Clearly, you don't know who you talking to. So it's not no big and bad. This is me. This is who I am. Okay, point blank, period. I never lied about that. On the people that are viewers, but you did not go hard on Carter. He was calling you everything but a child. He sure was. He definitely was. He almost ran you off. No, baby, that's what's wrong, Ann. Because unlike you, baby, ain't nobody can run T nowhere. If I want to go, I'm gonna go on my own. Ain't absolutely nobody gonna run me off of nothing. Because one, I don't lie on nobody. I don't spread no rumors about nobody. I ain't gonna even lie on DoorDash and her ass around here ripping everybody off. I'm not gonna lie on them. So I'm not easily manipulated. I'm not easily scared off. And baby, if you was in my city, you'll know just how bad I can get. Okay, so don't even go there. And it ain't talking about coming to you or trying to hurt you or whatever. I'm telling you, I will have the same goddamn energy that I have with right here in person. So you better check it. You really need to check it. Check yourself and check other people. I mean, and ask other people as well, and they will let you know you won't get the same energy I'm giving you right here off a platform. Now you done show. Now you just done made me release. Who I tried to suppress. Okay, so it ain't got nothing about if it was Carter, girl. You truly don't know who you really don't. You absolutely do not know who you're talking about. He almost ran you off the platform, and I'm really seeing the side of you, girl. Bye. Hey, you okay? I was literally watching your last video just now. You have issues with syndicated video. For one, I'm glad Carter's not on because that drama would have kept me away from it. Right, and that was the whole thing. That was the whole thing, Rochelle. my daughter was trying to tell me just let it go because the type of person Carter is, he's going to attack Kimmy. So she really was trying to calm me down to keep Carter off of Kimmy. And so she was like, Mama, just let it go because I don't think Kimmy gonna be able to handle it. Not the way he was. I mean, I know you can handle him, but I don't think she will be able to handle him. Just let it go. Just let it go. And that's why I didn't continue on because I did not want that boy to go off on her the way he said he was going to go off on her on that live. That was the only reason I didn't catch a bigger attitude than what you saw me on this platform. Because, like I said, I ain't did nothing wrong. Hey, legally, I can get you out of law if I wanted to. I didn't have to do that with you. You said, Rachel, she is literally the only person that has a problem. This is just jealousy. No, this ain't no jealousy. It's not jealousy at all. No, Angela, I'm fine. I'm going off on this Ann who called herself trying to start something and then trying to hide away from what she started. But like I said last night, for those that was on my last live last night, and if you wasn't, it's still posted. Right. Thank you, Latanya. Thank you. Hello, Rochelle. What is going on? Latanya said, honestly, Carter didn't give Skid a chance to voice her truth on his live. So Carter had the floor to say whatever he chose to say about Skid. Exactly. Exactly. And on the live, because Ann made the point, she said, I really didn't understand the live with you, Carter, and Kim, it didn't really make any sense to me. And I was saying, well, I made a video basically trying to explain everything, just to give Kimmy closure. That was the only reason why I did that video, because really, what y'all don't know was Kimmy was writing me literally on all my videos. Almost, it felt like the woman was stalking me to a point. She had my daughter email because at one point when she was talking to Carter, she had blocked me, so I couldn't even talk to her. So I had my daughter to reach out to her and write an email to her, and she wrote my daughter, explaining to my daughter what had happened, which the story had completely changed when we had got on the live. My daughter is inside the live trying to explain to everybody. Kimmy is sitting there lying. She literally just wrote me an email trying to explain everything about my mom, and she's around here changing everything now that she's on the thing because my mama's here and my mama's gonna confront her. So now she's changing everything. So my daughter was like, still feeling sorry for Kimmy. My daughter was like, Mama, just let it go. Just let it go. Don't even say anything because they're going to go off on this woman. And really, to be honest with y'all, I think Kimmy got them all right here. I really don't. I really don't think she can mute things quite well. And that's just that. And I wasn't the only one that picked up on it. Okay. So my daughter was like, Mama, I don't think that woman gonna be able to handle them people. If Carter do her the way he did you, she's not gonna be able to handle it. Let's let it go. Everybody knows what's going on. It's all good and it's all said and done. Matter of fact, my daughter had even told me, don't even make a video explaining it. And I said, no, I feel like I got to say something or give her son a closure because this woman is literally going on all my videos, writing me on my videos, telling me, please give me one more chance. Give me one more chance to talk to you. It was because of Carter as why I didn't go on any of your lives. So I literally left myself open. I kept going on lives so she can come to me. If Carter didn't want her to talk to me on his live, come to my live, talk to me. I reached out, invited. I learned how to put people on my live so they could talk on the lives with me. I had did all this for this lady can say what she wanted to say, but she refused to talk to me whatsoever. So it's cool. At this point, now that everything's out, be gone. Okay. But no, she kept writing me on my freaking videos. She was begging and pleading with me to please talk to her. She was going to Carter saying, oh, I just thought about something. I just thought about something else. That's why Carter posted that email about when she wrote Carter the email, because really Carter really wanted to, you thought he was saying stuff with me. He was really about to drag this woman all over this goddamn platform. And I'm basically telling him, don't do that. I don't even need you to do it. Everybody telling me, oh, no, you need to let him keep that same damn energy he gave to you, give it right back to her. And I'm like, nah, I don't even like stuff like that. You don't need to do that to her. We can just let it go. When Kimmy started writing me and she started basically apologizing. No, she wasn't apologized. She never apologized. Let me make that correct. She never apologized. She was basically telling me, give her another chance. Well, hold on. She did say she was sorry for not reaching back out to me. But please give her another chance. let me talk with her. She'll go on my live. She'll explain everything. By that time, I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to say to you. Like it is what it is at this point. Like just let it go. But she just kept writing me. Then she started emailing my daughter. My daughter was like, "Mama, God, this woman keep writing me like," and I was like, "Just block her, just block her." And so I was like, well, if I told my daughter to block her, I'm gonna have to block her off of my thing too, because this woman is persistent. She's writing on all my things. I can't get past this. Eventually, I'm gonna start back talking about it. So I made the video. You don't believe me? Go back and look at my video. I made the video telling everybody that I never said that I wanted to ever censor anybody on my channel. Like I felt like everybody had a voice, everybody had an opinion, everybody can say whatever they want to. But in this particular situation, I'm forced to have to do something I said I never wanted to do. So I blocked Kimmy from my whole channel. Kimmy does not have access to my channel whatsoever. She can't come on my lives. She can't do anything. So when she couldn't, right, she was pleading to me to make her wrongs right. Exactly. That's exactly what she was doing. Right. But she was doing it to the point it was excessive. I had some daughter. I said, well, damn, if I didn't know what was going on, I would think she was some type of girlfriend or something of mine. What the hell? I said, this woman crazy. I was like, let me just go ahead and block this one. Let me go ahead and block her. She was like, Mama, yeah, just block her, please. Just block her. You shouldn't have to put up with it or whatever with this woman. When she couldn't reach me, what she did was she started going out to people that she knew I was talking to on this platform, and she was trying to talk to them. And matter of fact, on one of them, it was lipstick, and one of them, it was lipstick live, where lipstick was getting a little glow thing on her face. I was in the live, but when I saw Kimmy was in here, I just was like, I'm not even first going to do this because I'm gonna literally turn this woman live into something that she's not trying to have. So I didn't say anything on the live. I just watched the whole video. And after the video, when we was in Clones TV live that night, I said something to Lipstick to let her know I was there. I watched her video, my support. I didn't believe any of the mess that was said about you, whatever. It's just, hold up. She pleaded to you, right? This woman is straight crazy. Kimmy is a goddamn liar. So that's why I even said in the video that I made today that she could have told him, he could have told that. She might have didn't tell him that. Hell, I don't know. But from what she said, she wasn't even talking to me. She was talking to Carter. She didn't even know that I was on live, recording the live while her and Carter was talking. So that woman didn't know I was there. She said that mess to Carter. Okay. And he was just basically what he wanted to say versus what I was saying on the live. So if you go back to that live, you'll kind of hear me repeating stuff that he was saying back and forth, so my viewers could see what was going on. So now for Ed to jump on my video last night, where on video I wasn't even talking about syndicated TV. I'm literally talking about myself because I had made a video way too fast, and homegirl had deleted the video. That's why I posted the video inside the video I made so you could see what was going on. And she's telling me how she felt like she did say I don't like the way they made you look. I did not like the way they made Kimmy look, but I really think that was handled unfairly. That you didn't give her a chance. Basically trying to talk to me about Kimmy as to why I kind of handle everything the way I handle it. So I'm listening to what she's saying, and I'm like, well, she makes sense, what she said, because I did kind of leave it off without really explaining anything, but I'm just trying to let it go or go down or whatever. But now she's commenting on my video about stuff I'm saying when I'm talking about myself. I'm not even talking about syndicated TV. She's talking about how, well, I know, even though you didn't say his name, I know you're talking about him. What are you talking about, lady? I'm literally talking about myself. I'm not talking about him. I am using this as an example as to sometimes you just don't need to act fast, because I myself actually act fast on a video that she deleted and nobody saw, right? So then she jumped from there to talk about, well, what about when you was talking about his one-on-ones? You said that him doing one-on-ones, he was hurting the people. How is he hurting the people by doing one-on-ones? Lady, clearly you don't know what the hell you're talking about, because I never said that. What I had was, it didn't make any business sense for him to do the channel reviews, far as the way DoorDash was doing it, because really, essentially, he doing the exact same thing that DoorDash is doing, unless he goes behind the scene and look at their analytics. Because truly, when you go behind a person's analytics, you're not going to know why they're not doing good and why they aren't doing good, because it's based off of people's behavior. This is not the song I use, and this is actually getting spent out of control, so I am literally done. What song didn't you use, Ann? I literally screenshot what you said. I mean, do I need to read what you said word for word on my video? Even when we came on the live last night, you were still talking about how syndicated TV was talking about niches, and you believe he was correct about the niches, and that even though you showed me those, even though I told you about the people that you said that were large content creators that was talking about them, they really didn't actually uh, have multiple niches on the channel. I mean, not the tone that I had. I'm not talking, lady. Are you listening, lady? What's wrong with you? I'm starting to wonder what's wrong with you. What's wrong with you? I'm not sitting up here saying at first this was the tone you had. Matter of fact, I'm sitting saying I understood where you was coming from because of the way I left it off. I'm now trying to understand. Do you got an issue? Is there something going on with you? Okay, because I literally said in my video, I even literally said right now. At first, I got what you were saying. I understood. When you brought that to me, I understood. You kind of got left off. You didn't quite understand. Even in the video, lady, I said that you came on my live, and I get me and my viewer, we sort of worked it out. I think we came to some type of understanding. I wasn't addressing it at you, okay? Not at you. Until you came on my goddamn video today talking about somebody is a damn hater. What the fuck I'm hating for? And I'm sorry I'm cussing on this, but who the hell am I hating on when I'm trying to help someone? When I'm trying to help them so that way they can grow faster in this new system. Who the heck am I hating on? You talking about what else did you say? I mean, you were saying a lot of stuff. Oh, I think you need to listen to syndicated TV versus people listening to you. You really need to take advice from him versus him taking advice from you. What the hell? What, lady, what are you talking about? That's why I laughed. I said, lady, please, I'm finna say, I'm not gonna take advice from him, because a lot of advice he be telling y'all is wrong, but I'll let y'all see it for yourself, okay? And I know for a fact what he was doing with me with my video, and I'm not the only one that noticed it. I had viewers that were saying, and you can go back on my videos and see it for yourself, since you think I'm saying something out of tone or I'm saying something wrong. They said that they seen him doing the same things, that he would come on my video and then go make a video about what I said. He himself even told you he takes stuff from people. He don't necessarily copy it. He just change it around and turn it into his own thing, which I ain't even first tripping on that, bro. I really ain't, okay? But when he came on my post and was talking about something, I try to take stuff and make it seem like to discredit him. Dude, you're outright lying. You're literally doing that to me. I'm not doing that to you. You're doing that to me because you're trying to make it seem I've been on here for such a short time. And so therefore I don't know what I'm talking about. But yet I'm the one who's telling you stuff to help you out, because you're not aware of the changes that are being made on this platform. So now for you to come on and talk about something you wasn't even saying it in that tone, or you wasn't singing that song, all that other, so you a straight up liar is what you are. And like I said, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is me. I've always said this about myself. I said typically a person, either they like me or they don't like me, in between with me. You either like me or you don't, because I'm a person that keep it 100. I'm gonna tell it like it is, how I see it, and however else it is. If I'm wrong, I will admit I'm wrong. If I did something in the wrong way, I'll admit to that too. I have no problem with doing it. But if you come at me, you better be ready to get addressed on whatever it is that you thought you was gonna come at me at. You even went so far as to say, let me read what your comment said on my video, since you're saying I'm taking it out of context. How the hell am I supposed to take this when you're saying what you're saying? All right. It ain't no other way but to take this way. And I quote, you said on your thing, how are you going to turn on this man for nothing? It seemed like a little bit of jealousy. You are the first and the only person in this space to come from Syndicate. Sometimes I have say his name wrong. And I then told you, well, clearly you do not know. Let me read word for word what I said. Okay. I said, well, clearly you never listened to Syndicated story. He actually talks about a content creator that he had issues with in his past. I'm talking about stuff that actually happened, the truth with facts, what everyone likes to call receipts. Please stop while you're ahead. I said, like your initial message to me, you are wrong yet again. No, see what's done happen with you, Ann, is because now that I don't put it all out there, now you trying to cover up for Syndicate because you don't want people to see him in a bad light. Look here, I'm telling nobody to see him in a bad light. I see him for who he is. Okay, I see him for what he's done. I see him for the truth that Kimmy said she did, or that he told her to go to Carter. That's how I see him. Now, he said he didn't do it. I do know Kimmy's a freaking liar. I do know she will change that. However, things are really spun out of control. First, it was a situation, and then this. No, see, that's where you're wrong. It ain't no stuff spit out of nowhere. It ain't no. It's just me addressing the issue. It's not spit out of control. You don't come on somebody's platform and tell them they're jealous, and they don't think that they're not going to say something to you when they know for a fact it's not it. You're not going to come on my platform talking about I'm a hater when I know good and well I'm no hater. I'm just stating facts as to what it was. So much so he felt the need to say he was going to apologize for what he did or what he said or how he made it seem. So I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to, but it's not going to work with me on that. Like I said, I don't kiss nobody ass. You want to come to me? You better come to me correct, because just like I'm going to come at you with stuff I know, you better have your damn facts straight when you come into me. All right. And the fact that you're trying to come up here and try to seem like you wasn't trying to say that is really pissing me off with you. And that's why I'm going so hard with you. Not because you are my viewer. I'm going hard with you because you don't put your fucking foot in your mouth and now you're trying to switch it. Okay? Now I might have to go back later and ask God, Lord, please forgive me for this cussing because I really let this lady let me get out of my character. But it is what it is right now. And if God take me out of here while I'm doing this, hell, I won't go into heaven because of my mouth, and I already know that. But I would have to get that addressed with later with the Lord Jesus Christ. But right now, you are sitting here trying to flip things because now you see what I'm saying and what I am addressing is the correct thing. I didn't lie on nobody. I didn't lie on Carter. I didn't lie on Kenny. I didn't lie on Syndicate. I sure as hell didn't lie on you. I understand I'm not about to go back and forth with you. Wish you the best. I unsubscribe. Lady, I don't care about you unsubscribing. But what you ain't gonna do is like my title says, throw a rock and then try to hide your goddamn hand. You the one who got it up and jumping. Now you the one who got me started to talk about it, but it was another viewer that was just saying, "Oh, I kind of get it." Once again, just saying, "Oh, I kind of get it." It's almost like a parasocial. But I'm like thinking like, if this person, a viewer of mine who know how I am, who know the extent that I would go through, would think this, and another person who don't know how I am is thinking the same exact thing, then I'm going to address it. Now that I'm sitting here addressing it, and the reason why you got me to this point that I am right now is because of the way you're trying to act on this live and how you try to act on this video when it's all in black and white. People can see it for it is. I mean, if I call somebody a hater, I mean I'm calling you a hater because I think you a hater. I'm not gonna call you a hater and then come back and sugarcoat it and say, well, I really didn't want to make it sound like you were hater and jealous. I'm just doing. You just fucking running your mouth at this point. And I don't give a god darn if you're a viewer. I don't give a darn if you YouTube themselves. If you sitting up here lying on me, you gonna get addressed. But what you fail to realize, because you said you guarantee if it was Carter, I wouldn't do it. Baby, best to believe, if Carter would have kept his foolishness after he learned the truth, Carter would have got the same energy you getting right now. Because this is me. This is me. This ain't no act. This ain't me acting like something. I'm real passionate about crap. I'm real passionate about helping people. I'm real passionate about doing what I do. And if I'm going to be that passionate for others, you got to understand. I'm going to be equally as passionate about myself. You can go on with all that. You can unsubscribe from me. I really don't care. You ain't making me or breaking me, okay? But we are showing who you are just as well. Now, I would have thought I would have had more pushback from Syndicate TV since he was the one I was talking about with everything he did. But no, what he did was I said, I wish you the best. And I apologize if I made you feel that way. But you're the one who's trying to defend him because you're the one who got started, man. You're the one who got it started. So I'm trying to understand how you didn't mean it the way I'm taking it when you said what you said. Please help anybody in this live. If somebody told you was a hater, if somebody told you you was jealous, if somebody told you you need to listen to somebody clearly is taking stuff from you, how would you feel or what would you say? I'm waiting. I'm waiting to hear from somebody else. Please explain this. I'm supposed to kiss your behind and be like, oh no, because I'm trying to keep you as a subscriber, baby. If you can't handle my truth, if you can't handle the truth, if you can't handle the way I deliver the truth, just go on about your business. Ain't no love lost here. Because I don't know you freaking can of paint. But I do know me, okay? I do know me. And one thing about it, if somebody is wronging somebody, I'm gonna go hard on their behind because you're sitting there wronging them. If somebody is coming at me, I'm gonna go hard at them because they're wronging me. If I'm trying to get you some information, I'm gonna go hard with the information. My research ain't just I'm skimming over stuff and just making up stuff. I'm really researching crap before I give it out to people. So if I'm that dedicated, that should have told you something. This ain't this like I'm going to get pissed and address it too. Right. Right, Rochelle. I don't understand this world that they are in. The thing about me, I don't let shit fester. I really don't. And I really should have addressed this whole thing with him from that first day after that live. But because of the way I looked at Kim after that live, and I know she getting some issues where she's not really comprehending stuff. You could tell by how she talked to everybody. I just really didn't want nobody going after this anymore. I just wanted it to go. Just go away. Just leave her alone. Don't say anything. This woman ain't gonna be able to handle it. But here, I'm not her. I comprehend quite well. I can handle it. So if you want to come at me, then let's go. Like I told my daughter, I really was trying to listen to your advice. I really was, because she gave me some great advice. As my oldest daughter, she was like, Mom, just don't even first worry about it. You know what's what. No, because I'm not going to have people believe in something that is not. And see, that's where a lot of people, even with these exposures, be going wrong. You need to address these people. If they lying on you, then you make it known that they lying on you, and you show your proof that they lying on you. But hell, if they telling the truth, you need to fix whatever it is and keep it on push. So I mean, look, I don't know about y'all, but Tamara, I don't kiss nobody behind, baby. Not online, not in person, not on nothing. And if you don't want to deal with me because you around here trying to, like my thing said, I'm sorry to fit in, but like my thing said, throw the rock and hide the hand, baby. Then don't even do it. Don't even first do it with me, okay? Please don't. And like I said, if I was wrong, I will always say, ooh, I was wrong. Okay, but baby, I ain't wrong on this. I'm not wrong on it. We're old school. We handle it with class, right? But you gotta call them out if you have to. I have 4 sisters and I know how to deal. Correct. Correct. Like, hold on, baby. I am a business owner. I am a professional. I am a mother of 5. I love the Lord, and I know how to handle myself in certain situations. But when you try to sit there and make a goddamn fool out of me, baby, you better be ready to get hands up. And so you can take your behind on. I really don't care. I really don't care about no subscribers, because you should know I don't care about subscribers like that. I don't care about numbers of subscribers. I don't. Okay, because it's a vain metric. It really don't mean anything. As long as I'm getting views on my videos, that's what's paying. Okay, so unsubscribe. You're probably helping me out if you're not watching all my videos. So like that really don't do anything to me. It's like the lady that was saying to me that she was the one who unsubscribed when I had got into it with Kenny. But she waited 5 hours to tell me she had unsubscribed. Oh, okay. And okay. Well, you should have faithfully knew who I was, Miss Ann. You should have faithfully knew who I was. That if you would have came at me just like I had said what I said about you at the beginning, I was saying how really truly I saw it for what you were saying it for. I can understand how you felt and all that other stuff. And then I talked to you on my last live last night, and we had worked through that, and everything was all good because we had a good old time on the live. I mean, am I wrong? Because some people on my live right now that was on my live last night. Did we not have a good time? So when I made this video and you thought you was gonna come at me with all this hater and jealousy and all this other stuff, and I should be doing this and I should be doing that, you don't even know the whole goddamn story. You better check yourself. And the fact that you still sitting here trying to voice your opinion or voice whatever you got to say when you just been called out and it's all to see. Ain't nobody else in it. I ain't block you, honey. Everybody can still see what you would say. Huh? So I'm trying to understand. Help me understand because I am a person that like to see things from all perspectives. Help me understand how you feel like I shouldn't have went off the way I did because you come at me the way you did. Help me understand this, Ann. What world, what country are you from for one? Are you from the United States? I mean, have you ever dealt with Americans before? I don't know. Okay, because I'm starting to notice that a lot of people are coming from different countries. Maybe they have different cultures or whatever. Maybe they allow people to say and do and talk about them however they want to talk about them. Maybe that's how you used to handle it. Maybe you used to saying something to a person and nobody ain't never said nothing back to you. Maybe that's who you are. I don't know because I don't know you. I'm trying to respond to you back and forth is this in this way when you're talking and I'm typing doesn't really much make much to me. Well, okay. Well, let me let me calm down because, like I said, you want to address it. Let's go ahead and address it. You say you're trying to talk back and forth to me, and it really doesn't make any sense. What doesn't make sense to you? The floor is yours. Tell me what don't make sense to you because I really want to hear what don't make sense. Because what didn't make sense to me is why you came on my live, why you came on my video with all that foolishness, talking about somebody jealous and somebody's a hater, and I'm this and I'm that, and I'm coming after somebody when you didn't know the whole goddamn story, Miss Ann. So I'm gonna understand because you the one said you didn't understand the live between Carter, me, and Kenny, so you really didn't know what happened. Which I still don't understand how you didn't get what happened on Clones TV because literally everybody on Clones TV understood what had happened, except for you and Derek and Kimmy, of course. So explain to me what you didn't understand. Hey T Washington, how you doing? Whew. You feel like there's an element of jealousy. Where is the jealousy at? What am I jealous of? I literally, my channel and his channel, just like I said, on my video, we basically got the same amount of subscribers. I got a little bit more subscribers than he do right now, but where's the jealousy? Where's the jealousy where I'm at? I got monetized on my channel in 2 months. He's been on here for 5 years, okay? And although he got I'm sorry, he's been on here for years. And although he has five channels, it took him a long time to get each one of those channels monetized. I got literally one channel that got monetized in 2 months. Where is the damn jealousy here? Hey. I mean, you're throwing out stuff there that ain't true. His new channel, the one that you're using right now, he has only been here since he just has been only since 2024. Okay, Miss Ann. But here's the thing. This is what you're not lit. This is the problem with you, Miss Ann, that I'm not starting to notice. You don't pay attention. All right? Derek has told you himself. Syndicated TV has told you himself that he has been on here for years. He has a total of 5 channels, okay? And not one of those channels have he ever got monetized quickly. This is the only channel, and by the way, let me explain something to you. This is the only channel that he got monetized this quick, and he got it monetized because he started doing exposures and he started listening to what I had told him about uh how my channel has started growing so fast. So explain to me, what am I jealous of? Talking about the current channel that he is using is new. It's only been here since you said something, but then you took it back. Are you taking back all your messages? Oh. Girl, what are you taking back your messages for? Trying to make your point in case, and then just say what you're trying. If you don't understand what's going on, just say it too. All right? Because Derek has been on this platform for a long time, and if he knew so much, he could have grew his channel in less time than I did. So where is the jealousy? The issue is he don't. The issue is, and matter of factly, let me go ahead and say this to you, Anna. On the community post that I was talking about, where me and him was talking, and I addressed this issue with him before. And I told him how he always trying to discredit everything I said. He himself said, he said, "Well, I'm sorry if it come off that way. I guess I am kind of stuck in the old way." He himself said that. So why am I jealous? He even said sometimes he said he comes off like that. He said that himself. So how am I jealous? Please explain this. But what you want people to believe is I'm jealous because you the one who sparked all this stuff and you're trying to hush me up, but you ain't finna hush me up because you're wrong. I just tried to tell you that you're talking and I'm typing, and I'm going to be a lot of confusion with this, so I don't want to communicate this way. How else would you want to come on my live where you can talk? I listen to talk on my live. I did learn how to do that. You want to come on the live so where you can talk in front of the people, and so that way you ain't got to worry about going back and forth. Because if you need me to do that, I'll do it. Because I don't. Because see, I think what the problem is with you, Miss Ann, and I'm just being real, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful at this point, because I done calmed down a little bit since the initial trying to going off on you because of what you tried. Um, I just think you don't comprehend too well what's being said and what's going on, because you made a comment on my post talking about nobody ever went off on syndicated TV other than me. I'm the only one, and that's an absolutely lie. He himself will tell you he done had issues with other content creators. Let me drink. Anybody want anything from the kitchen while I'm in here? Right, right. See, Washington. Go ahead and give me some juice because I don't drink. I don't. I'm not a drinker. I'm very intelligent. Well, then let's use some of that intelligence to understand what's really going on then. And since you done cleared it up for me, let me ask this. Are you from a different country? Are you from the United States or are you from a different country? Because I do realize people in different countries make things a little different or are accustomed different to how we're accustomed to things. So I want to take that into consideration as well. Are you from the United States? Okay, so you're here from the United States. So we're gonna X all that stuff out, right? Okay, now let's take this step by step. Juice, I'm on it. Yeah, I don't like orange juice. I like apple juice. I like Kool-Aid. I like stuff like that. It can't be nothing strong. Okay, so let's go ahead and break this thing down. And since you understand, you fully comprehend, you are intelligent, you know what's going on. So why would you, Miss Ann, come on my video and make the statement from this video today that and I quote, let me go to what you said. Because I'm all about hearing people out. Maybe you meant it to come a different way. Maybe I don't know, but hey, somebody come in like that, you see what you finna get. But hey, right? See Washington, he got everybody drinks up in here. Everybody put your order in with T Washington. Thank you. So let me break this down with you. Hold on. Because I'm always willing to talk. I'm always willing to hear your side out. But when you come at me a certain way, baby, you're going to get what you're going to get with me. And I'm just being real with you on that. Because to me, it felt like you just was coming off the defend Syndicate TV without really knowing all the facts. That's what. Where is mine's tea? Hey, get Anna a drink too. We not to leave her out. What kind of drink you want, Anna? Put your order in. Since he giving everybody this thing, I feel like syndicated is very informational. Uh, Wine for Latanya, I'm on it. Oh, Leslie B, you gonna be real confused coming in this conversation. But just to catch you up a little bit, I made a video because I had a viewers come on my video last night that I made, and they thought that I was talking about syndicated TV on some of the stuff on the stuff I was saying, and when I in fact was actually talking about myself. I wasn't even first talking about this man. And I kind of thought all that had And double shots of Patron. I don't know what, I don't even know what that is. Like I said, I don't drink, so I wouldn't know. Um, so I thought, as far as Ann, I thought we was on the same page after our live last night because she actually brought up a good point on the video last night. She said she really didn't understand what was going on between Kimmy, me, and Carter on the live and the way I left everything off. She was kind of, thank you. Oh, it's Pat and Ron coming up. That's what Patreon mean. I don't drink, y'all, so I wouldn't know. I don't know those terms. So when it comes to alcohol, I'm a little illiterate with that. I'm kind of dumbfounded with that. You can tell me just about anything, and I'm gonna have to believe it. I don't know anything at all. I don't know absolutely nothing about no drinks. Okay. Well, anyway, Ann came on the live last on the video last night, and she was talking. She really didn't know what was going on or whatever, and she never really commented on my videos about Kimmy and all them. But since she was looking at this video, and I guess I sounded like I was talking about syndicated TV, she addressed some things on that, which kind of opened up my eyes. And like I said, I can understand what you're talking about because, basically, I left it off. I was just basically just trying to let it simmer and go away or whatever. But then later that night, right before I went to bed, I got another comment from somebody I ain't never ever met before. And it was basically saying, "Oh, I get what you did on this video. You're basically saying something similar to someone else, like a he called it Perry social or something like that." And without actually saying the name, but if you know who you're talking about, you can kind of put it together with who you're actually referring to. And I'm thinking again, what are they talking about? Because I'm not talking about anybody. I'm literally talking about myself, right? So I make a video this morning, or well, I think no, look, last night. I think it was last night, either last night on the live or either last night on the video. I said it was some stuff that was left out of that whole interaction between the three of us that a lot of people didn't realize, and I never did mention. I never brought it up to anybody. I never said it in the videos. I never said it out to anyone. Now I did say on the live when I was talking back and forth between Carter and Kim, what Kimmy had said that syndicated TV told her, because Carter was wondering who told you to come to me. This was before we went on Clones TV Live. He was like, who told you to come to me? And at that time, Kimmy said it was syndicate TV. So on the live, I repeat, oh well, y'all, she said it was syndicate TV that told her to go to Carter, right? Well, after that live, syndicated TV, he actually either he wrote it after the live or he was on the live and he heard, but either way he made a message on my live and he was basically telling me he never told her to go to Carter, so he never said that. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So when we went on the live that night with Clone TV, Carter, after it all had came out and the truth was told on what actually happened, and Carter realized that no, I wasn't bullying this woman. No, I wasn't making all this stuff about her video, basically dragging her through the YouTube streets. He was saying, and I kept telling Carter, oh, but I was trying to tell you that, but you just wouldn't listen. And he was like, you're right, Miss SkitLanta. You was trying to, and I apologize. So Carter apologized to me on that video. And he said that he would make a public apology about what he did. Rum Cheetah. Yeah, I can only read what y'all talking about alcohol because I don't know. He told her he would make a public apology about. He told me he would make a public apology about what he had said. I told him it was not necessary because in that live he was gonna continue dragging Kimmy, and I really just didn't want him to do that. I wanted him to leave the girl alone. Don't say anything about it. My daughter was telling me, "Mama, just drop it, just let it go or whatever, and let that be done." That next day, after the live, Kimmy kept trying to write me about the stuff. So this is all stuff nobody knew, and it knew nobody knew. And I realized I left it off because I really didn't explain anything because I really was just trying to let it go. It left me open to people to interpret whatever they wanted to, right? Which at that point I still didn't care, right? Because I knew it wasn't true or whatnot. But now here I'm talking about myself, and people are still relating it to syndicated TV and Kimmy and all this other stuff. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, God darn, I can't even talk about how, I jumped the gun with putting up a video on of DoorDash and without seeing what she was gonna do without somebody trying to relate it to syndicated TV or whatever. But it wasn't just Ann that had did it. It was somebody else who did it as well. They thinking the same thing. So I'm like, let me go ahead and clear this up. I said, right now, just go ahead and put it out there so everybody will know what's going on. Because I don't want nobody to think that I'm sitting here. Because one thing about it, if my ish during the holiday. One thing about it, if I'm talking about somebody, I'm gonna let you know who I'm talking about. And matter of fact, even in the video, not that last video, but the one before the last, I did mention something similar to syndicated TV, but separated it. I said now before I wasn't talking about nobody, but this particular thing right here, I'm talking about a specific content creator. I never said the name though. I never said anybody's name to that. But I was basically talking about not the thing about Kimmy, Carter, and me. I was talking about what had happened on Clones TV Live 2 nights ago when we were all talking about exposure videos. Because what I don't know if y'all know or not, but Dante London gave Clones TV another on his channel. So we all was sitting there talking to Clones TV about don't give up, continue to do what you're doing. And I'm basically trying to tell him, just follow what I told you about the guidelines and stuff, and you'll be okay. Rachel is very this like cinnamon toast crunch with rum in it. That sounds nasty. I don't even eat cinnamon toast crunch. Yeah. So Clones TV was getting another start on their channel by Dante London. So we had this whole thing going on side the thing or whatever because of everybody was saying it was a fake Dante London. I was saying it was the real Dante London until his behind wouldn't get on the phone. And because Clones TV had put up a link, he was gonna let it come on there live. So just like Kimmy, we could see his face, but he refused to go on there. He was like, until I get 100,000 subscribers, I'm not going on that live or whatever. So when we were talking about the exposure videos, I was typing to Trey on his video, telling him, not to worry about it. It didn't matter about the length of the video. It only mattered about if you alter the video or whatever. At that particular time, syndicated TV jumped on the live. And he started talking, saying how, a lot of people think they know how it works with exposure videos. It's not a the right. You look how you was on there last night with us last night, right? When we was all this stuff was going on, so she can confirm literally everything I'm saying, right? Because we were sitting there trying to. I honestly thought that was a Dante London because every time phones Trey do a video about Dante London, the very next day he'll talk about something on the live. So I'm telling Trey, I really do feel that's him. So Trey did like this thing. He was like, "Put your thumbs up if you think it's Dante London is in the live, right?" So everybody putting thumbs down because they don't think it is. And I'm like, "No, thumbs up. This is definitely Dante London. This is definitely Dante London, right?" But he would call in, but he would never show his face. Right. So I'm like, thumbs up, thumbs up. This is Dante London. But as we going into the conversation, although even when talking on the phone, he do sort of sound like him, just sound like the guy said, he holding his arm while he can talk. Right? I was trying to bait Dante London about getting on the line because he was going on all of it. He's like, all right, Skit, you better talk to me. I was like, boy, you don't even want this pressure with me. So we all going back for fun. We chilling, everybody chilling out with the fake Dante London if he the fake Dante London. So I figured, let me try to get him to come on there on the live so he can show his face on the live, right? This fool started talking about he ain't coming on the live until he get 100,000 subscribers and all this other stuff, which made Trey not want to really, do it until he know for sure, what's what and what was going on. Anyway, syndicated TV jumps on the phone line, and he basically saying that a lot of people don't know how it worked on the exposure videos. He's basically been doing this for a long time. It doesn't matter. You can have because on my thing, I'm telling Trey, put the fair act use on your video, just like I do. Put the disclaimer on your video, just like I do, because I'm telling him I literally watch Think Media do a whole, it was like almost an hour and a half video about a friend of his who had got a copyright strike. And this man didn't get 3 copyright strikes. He literally got 9 copyright strikes on one video. And by all means, his channel was supposed to get shut down. He was supposed to lose all his stuff, but he thought it because this man literally had millions of people that he had as subscribers, and he wasn't trying to lose his stuff, right? So he was telling us how to do it. So that's how I learned, because I learned from this guy, and he was saying make sure you have your disclaimer on there, make sure you have the family act, the act use on there, make sure you're altering videos, because he literally took these people to court and he won the court case. And he was saying how YouTube really don't have your back on this stuff. You really got to fight for yourself. So I'm telling Trey everything he needs to do in order to make sure his channel don't get canceled out. But at this point, he like, I'm not even first gonna play around with it, especially not with this just going around striking everybody. Syndicate TV on the phone, basically saying no, that's not how it is. People just don't know. Reaction TV, and so Clones TV. Like, so what is stopping you from getting a copyright or strike or something? Versus, why is this dude always able to copyright me? He was like, because I be seeing that you be using her on your thumbnails and all this stuff. So he's basically trying to get the information from Syndicate TV. But here's the thing, y'all. Syndicated Media literally just started this stuff. A lot of stuff, he don't know all the details. He probably don't even know what I'm talking about as far as the video if he wasn't for the video, especially in this new system. If you're not looking for this stuff, it's not going to pop up. So I'm still telling Trey in the comments, Trey, just listen to me. What I'm telling you is correct. So as Trey constantly questioning him about what he's saying, Syndicated TV literally backtrack, and he goes, well, just make sure you alter it and all this other stuff. And I'm like, dude, you literally are telling him exactly what telling him in the comment section. And I don't know if he can read the comment section or not, but now he gonna fail back to give him the same information that I'm giving him. Why you can't give him any more information? Because you yourself don't know. You literally just started doing exposure videos. I did exposure videos last year on DoorDash. That's how I know so much about it. I was doing reaction channels on Country Wayne last year. The reason why y'all don't see them 20,000 views, 16,000 views, and 15,000 views is because I literally did it the wrong way. I did not want I could still put it up there because I still get credit for it, but I would never get paid on it. So what I did was I unlisted it so that nobody will make the same mistake that I made. And then anytime I see somebody making that mistake, I try to get that information out to them. But no, Syndicated TV, Derek being who Derek is, he just saying whatever. So I'm like, whatever. I don't even care at this point because we all having a good time on the live. We joking or whatever. But now I got people coming to me saying that I'm talking about him. And I'm trying to figure out, why are all these people saying I'm talking about him? Like, I'm literally talking about myself. What is? Lo and behold, I go on Syndicated TV, and he the one pushing the crap out there as to matter of fact, you can see it on his last couple of videos where he goes, yeah, I got these content creators out here. We supposed to be on the same team, but they trying to make it seem like they trying to come at me. I'm not even gonna get into all that right now, but I don't know what's going on. So he literally putting that mess out there. You're saying it, and that's why people are thinking I'm talking about you, when in fact I'm literally talking about myself. But since I'm so sorry for you. We used to go with my late husband. He put me on it. I heard, I'm so sorry for your loss. I had to stop and read what y'all was talking about. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too, Miss Michelle. So this is where we're at today. And I just basically made the video to clear up everything. So everything was out there, which I probably should have did from the beginning. And the reason why I was going in on Ann was because her station she was holding. Look, you were the one that got me to even think about doing a video to begin with, because if you're thinking this and if somebody else is thinking this, there's probably other people are thinking this too. And no, it's good. I mean, it's pre-recorded. Even if y'all ain't listening to me, y'all can come back and watch it if you don't want to. It's talking at this point. I'm learning so much reading y'all comments because, like I said, I don't drink. I don't know nothing about no alcohol. I would be lying to you even if I tried to jump into the conversation. So right now, all I can do is look. even when I do the Instacart shops, and it be for alcohol, I have to go to the counter and be like, "Could y'all please help me?" Because I'm doing. And so I know people. I know people hate me when it comes to doing shops and stuff for alcohol because I don't know what the heck I'm doing when it comes to that. So this is where we at today in the conversation with Ann because Ann basically took the defense of trying to defend Derek, which is syndicated TV, based off of what I said and what I did. But not one time did Derek say that what I said was a lie because he can't say what I said was a lie. It's actually what happened. I literally have proof to show you from my videos to what was said on my live. Matter of fact, I had the lives unlisted, but I made them public so anybody want to go see it, they can. Okay, so it wasn't no, oh, I'm making up something. I'm just doing this. Then, oh, thank you. He has passed from cancer. I was with him at the very end. It has been 7 years. Deep depression, still single. I hear that. Skid, that's a good way to be. Don't chance. Continue to be ignorant of alcohol. Yeah, nah, I can't do it. I'm too old anyway. Trying to do something like that probably take me up out of here. Yes, I'm listening too for real. I do go back to see what I missed. Right, right. That's why I said that's why I'm still talking because I know people sometimes they'll go back and they'll watch the replay, especially come in the end and they don't really know what's going on. But that's why I went off on Ann because I'm like, girl, are you silly? Are you dumb? Like, I'm looking like, what's going on with this woman? Like, she's sitting here defending him, and he ain't even defending himself because he know I'm telling the truth. He know everything that I'm saying is the truth. But yet, you're calling me a hater. You're calling me a liar. Not a liar. You calling me a hater. You're calling me jealous. Telling me I need to learn a thing or two from him when he telling you literally stuff that don't even first word. What are you talking about? So she was saying that no, what she was looking at was his channel. Now she was when you came in the conversation, she was saying his channel, he started his channel in 24. So in her eyes, she looking at it only took him a year to get where I'm at. But what I'm trying to tell her is it only took me 2 months to get where I'm at. It literally took me, it didn't take the whole goddamn year. It took me 2 months. And 2 months later, I'm already getting paid from YouTube. I don't flash everything, but I'm already getting paid from YouTube. So what the heck am I jealous of? Please explain something to me. Are you talking about the amount of views he get on his videos? You think I'm jealous of that? No, I'm not jealous of that because Derek is well known on this platform. He has been on here for years. He got 5 different channels, and all he got to do is mention one channel to the next channel. So what the heck am I jealous of? Wow, that is rare, Tamira. What's rare? So it's like she just throwing stuff. That's what I kind of got upset with Ann, and she was saying, "I never seen you cuss like this. I never seen you upset. You ain't never seen me like this because I really try to suppress that because I know how I am once I set off. Like you piss me off, you really gonna see how everybody see me when you piss me off. I ain't never hid that from nobody. I've always been honest about that. I know how I am. I know how my mouth is. In fact, sometimes when I see stuff, people videos that I know ain't true, I'll just leave because I know I'm gonna say something slick and I don't want to start anything on anybody's platform. So instead, I just walk away. I don't say anything because I know how I am. Because the minute you come at me with some foolishness, I'm gonna come with you at that. And baby, you finna go tussle to tussle with me. And it's not because I'm big and back on this goddamn internet. It's not. It's not at all. This is how I am in person, for real. And anybody that know me will tell you, nah, this is her. This is definitely her. This is how she is. Okay, my Lord, I'm 50 years old. My God, my last serious fight, I was 40 something years old and I had to fight. Okay, I will do it if I have to. I don't want to because I think we can talk and work it out. But baby, these hands you can forget. But like I said, I know my daughter telling me, Mama, people don't like to fight. People ain't from your time no more. They don't like to fight. They like to kill. Okay, well, I mean, hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. But if you try it, you better make sure to succeed. Because although I might not roll that way, I got people who do. So I mean, either way you want to get it, we can get it. I prefer let's just go. We can talk it out. If we can't talk it out, and you feel like you got to be big and bad and throw some hands, I can do that with you too. But if you wanna, if you wanna take it to the streets, baby, we can do that too. You really don't know who you're talking to. That's why I said we old school, right? Right. Like I said, God, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all really don't know. Like, I don't be lying to y'all. I'm dead serious. Like, I'm for real. I'm for real, for real. Like, I don't want to take my word, and that's it. Like, to be honest with you, I'm being real. Okay, but I'm not. I like right. I like law. I like my law school. I like the fact that I can still dabble in it the way that I do. I'm not trying to get clanked up. I mean, I was in jail one time. That taught me all I needed to know, and I was in jail for fighting. That's why I said I tried to. I tried to keep it down. I try to keep it down because I know my behind will get locked up. Okay. But please don't push me. Right. I ain't no but don't push me. Right. Don't push me. Baby, you can get it. I'm very heavy handed. That's why when I was like, I'm very handed. I'm not even hitting that hard. I'm hitting soft. So when I go to hit with my force, baby, you better be ready. I mean, I don't play with people. I dig that coward digs. DS 1,000 death, a soldier died, but one too far. Amen. Right. Salute. Like I know, like I said, I try to be professional with people. I try to keep it like calm down, T, calm down. And like sometimes when y'all see I be making my videos and when I be looking off and I be pausing because sometimes even when I make my videos I can get upset and I be like, let me just calm down real quick. Let me think. Do I want to say this? Do I want to say that? Because I know how I could come off to people. Um, like I be trying to help people with their channels and stuff like that, and I be like, you gotta give it, got to go hard. You gotta give it to them hard. And then I be like, well, I can't go as hard as I wanna go because if I go that hard, people ain't gonna like it. And I even had one person tell me, no, she said, but you just told me to go hard. I say, no, Natalie, me and your heart is two different hearts. It's like I gotta calm myself down. So I know how I am. I know how it can get. So I'm trying not to, a lot of people won't be able to pay for that. And so people think like, well, they're gonna threaten you with unsubscribing. Babies, unsubscribe. Just like I got you, I can get somebody else. Like you're not gonna hold no subscription over my head. You're not gonna do that. If you're gonna come at me, you're going to get brought at because I'm the type of person that I will give you the benefit of the doubt all day long. I will. I will even listen to you, even if I think, if I think one way, but you think another, I will listen to you. I will listen to God. But when you start calling me stuff I know I'm not, girl, I ain't no Doe Dash. I ain't her. I ain't no Dante London when I'm not finna sit up here and tell you anything. I'm gonna come at your butt. I'm gonna come straight at you. And then she was trying to throw jab like, oh, if this was Carter, you wouldn't be talking like this to Carter. Lady, are you serious? Did you not see me going into Carter's live? I went to him directly. I ain't scared of nobody. I really ain't. Because baby, only how they say only God can judge me when I leave this world. But I ain't gonna say I can beat everybody, but I sure give you a goddamn run for your money at the ripe old age of 50. What? I can't get another you in a minute. Matter of fact, she'll be here in a minute. Right. Right. So I hate to shock people. I mean, hey, I don't know. Like I've always been honest about that. I've always been honest with all. That's why I told Ann. I said you ain't got to go nowhere. You can stay here. We can get some understanding if we need be. But I'm trying to understand how you felt like I wasn't gonna go off when you know all this stuff about me. Then she said, I didn't mean it like that. How else do you mean it when you call somebody jealous? How else do you mean it when you call somebody a hater? I'm trying to understand it. I mean, unless we on different planets. That's why I said room. If somebody come at you and they say that you a hater, that you jealous, and that you don't know basically what you're talking about, and you need to go listen to somebody who truly don't sometimes know what they talking about. I ain't gonna say he don't know what he's talking about all the time, because some of that stuff is still relevant in the new system. But how you gonna take somebody when they're coming at you personally? Like I'm not around here scamming nobody. I'm not even trying. Matter of fact, even when it came down to Derek, like I was telling Ann, you saying I said something was wrong with him doing one-on-ones. Ain't nothing wrong with him doing one-on-ones. In fact, if you're not trying to come at me, you would see I'm trying to tell Derek, don't do it. Man, don't do that for free because you're going to be taking up too much of your time. You need to be compensated for your time. And that's only business. And because as a business woman, as a person that has her own business myself, as a person who has ran companies myself that was not my own, that what you're doing don't even first make any business sense. If you're going to do it, get charged. Charge them something for it if you're going to do it the correct, effective way. So if you wasn't trying to come at me, how am I supposed to take this? I would have thought I would have got more pushback from syndicated TV because he's the one I'm talking to, right? I thought I would have got pushback more from him than you, but no, I'm getting pushback from you because you know who actually started this time. And you're trying to justify why you're doing it. But what you're saying ain't really making no sense, man. That's why I stopped and I said, hold up, are you a little, you ain't got them all either? I don't know because I don't know you. But I can only go off of your actions. So let me get the full picture. Are you from the United States? Maybe you from a different culture and you don't understand how we do. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Mhm. Because if you would have said yes to any of those things, I would have said, oh, okay, then I understand. Go ahead and break this down just a little bit better for you. Then I would have came back to my senses. But if I'm sitting here talking to somebody who comprehends about as well as I do and can understand what's going on as well as I do, then don't you come at me like that. Wasn't registered. Right. Right, but we all good. Like I told Ian, stay inside the line fun. T Washington, go get her a drink. I ain't got no hard feelings with nobody. I ain't even got no hard feelings with Carter after all of it was said and done. Um, because baby, one thing about me, I come from an industry that is a cutthroat industry, that male dominated industry, and baby, I was at the top. Okay, so I'm not. It ain't so much you gotta really, like you just did here when you trying to call me out of my character. You really got to push me to the extreme. I think she drank my drink and left. Yeah, I don't know. She might be still there. She might be sipping on it and just listening to it. Finally listening to what I'm saying versus seeing how I'm reacting. Um, but yeah, I can calm it down a time or two. If need be, I can calm it down. I can calm it down. Oh Lord, my daughter said, she said, Mama, this YouTube thing is something else. I said, baby girl, get ready. Get ready for when you go full time on it. She's talking about, because I'm not how you be sitting there trying to talk to people. I'm not be doing all that. She was like, I'm gonna shut them down real quick. I'm not gonna be sitting here. Mm-mm. See, though, when you be giving people too many chances. She told me, she said, you be giving people too many chances with that. Cause baby, I would have shut that down a long time ago. I said, well, that's because the way I got my stuff set up. I'm really trying to hear things from all perspectives. I'm trying to hear things from all people, you know. And she was like, well, but at what point do you look out for yourself when people just coming at you and it don't even make sense that they're coming at you? They're coming at you with. You have to shut them down. You have to. I said, well, I ain't gotta shut them down, but I sure can correct they behind. Sure can. I can roll with the best of them, baby. uh, Thought I had a friend. What are you talking about? See, what are you talking about? I love everybody on here. Look here, like I said, I'll listen to you. Just if you want to call me out. I don't care. Call me out on my crap if you think I'm being messy or something like that. But the thing is, I'm not. I'm not being messy. And I try not to be because it really ain't even first worth it to be honest with you. Um, talking about Andy. No, I'm kidding though. Rachel said that's the one who left with the drinks. Yeah, she might have had to go do something because even after all this had happened, she was like, "Pour me a drink. I need one." And she was talking. She might have had to step away, y'all. So she might be on here, but really can't say nothing right now. So I'm not gonna say that. I mean, she might have been shocked with how, but like I keep telling y'all, I told y'all, I'm not lying to you. She probably just shocked to see me get up so upset, and I really be trying not to get to that point. But I'm just saying, like, how could I not get that point? Not with the way you was coming at me. That's why I was like, let me take this step by step. How did you mean this? Come on, explain it to me. Explain it. I'm sorry. Because T. Washington, let me ask you, if I wasn't you, you was jealous or you was a hater, and I was trying to tell you you starting problems and you aren't starting problems, how would you take it, T. Washington? I'm just curious. Because I know how Miss Rochelle took it. She would have took it the same way I took it. She would have got your behind straight right then and there. uh, Right. That would be highly offensive. Exactly. Especially when I didn't even put in that, but I literally put her in a position where I'm saying to her, I'm saying to the people on my video, I think, as far as the person that brought it to my attention, we kind of got that, she shared with me how she felt. We talked about it. All that was squashed. So I'm not thinking she's going to take offense to anything. But then mind you, she didn't say nothing until Syndicated TV said something. Now, I don't even know why well, he watched my videos clearly, so but she didn't say anything, and Syndicated TV said something, and all he basically said was this was ridiculous, and I said, yeah, right, is ridiculous, but it's true. And then that's when he came back and he said that he apologized for making me feel that way or whatever, and he's gonna move on from it or whatever. And he didn't even say no offense to it because what I said was true. It wasn't a lie. It was the facts. Um, Right. And so then she come on here and try to make people, in my eyes, it was like she was trying to make people feel like, oh, y'all shouldn't watch her because she's turning on her viewers. I'm not turning on my viewers. Let's be real about what happened. And like just like if somebody would have came up in here trying to trip on you, I would have been on a behind. Even for you as well. Don't be coming here on my live trying to make it seem like, oh, she's turning on her viewers. She's turning on other content creators. Nah, I'm clearing up my goddamn name is what I'm doing. Because clearly people is thinking one thing when it's not what it is. And one of those people happens to be you, Ann. Right. I know, girl, because I was on y'all, I was on 100. I wasn't even on 10. I was on 100. I really was. And I be sitting up here trying to tell Trey on his line, just calm down, Trey. But I get it with him. That's why I always say I get it because I get the same way. So I understand. But I was trying to calm him down. Just calm down, Trey. Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. Um, but that is, once I get upset, if you can show me why you felt the way you felt, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna give you an opportunity. And that's what my daughter say. I mess up a lot because she like you always trying to let somebody. You always want to hear somebody out. You just cut them off. But I'm not. That's me and her. We see it a little bit different. I try to listen. I try to listen to what people got to say. If you coming at me, I still want to listen to what you got to say. Um. Right. My daughter tells me all the time that's one of my downsides. She goes, Mom, you always wanna try to explain yourself. You always wanna listen to somebody. She said, sometimes you just gotta cut people off. She says, I can't do it. Let them try me like that. It's gonna be totally different. uh Hearing someone out is a sign of wisdom and maturity. Right, right, right. But like I said, I'm still a work in progress, Lord. And don't push the wrong button, man. Don't push the wrong button. You're gonna see the person that I suppress a lot. And even when I was making that last video, when I started talking about it about everything, I literally that's why I edited it because I cussed. I was cussing some CBS out on that, on that thing. But I was like, oh God, I can't put this up here. Let me delete that part up out of there because just thinking about it, I was getting pissed off. I was like, nah, nah. Let me go ahead and delete that. Let me go ahead and delete it. But I knew he was gonna come on there and say something because one thing about it, he'll address issues. He'll make himself known in it. And look here. So this is what your people around here thinking, and I'm sitting around here attacking you. This is what people, your viewers are seeing because of the mess that you're saying. Oh, you because I cussed it, I cut it out. The part where I edited and then I jumped in and I was talking back, girl, I had went off on that on video. I was like, oh girl, you cannot do this. You cannot send this through. I had to watch I almost because I had to watch it like 2 or 3 times before I uploaded it. I was like, oh man, fucking bitch. I mean, I was going off. I think I told y'all when I was younger, that's why I can't say nothing to my kids. I literally cannot say nothing to any one of my girls that around here kept cussing, other than saying, you know, it's not ladylike to cuss because they mama is a guy. I was a mess. My own parents didn't know I cussed the way I did until one time they caught me when I was arguing with somebody and they was like, Tamir, baby, I was going in. And like when I was younger, I cussed like a sailor. Like it was literally every other word out my mouth was a cuss word. And baby, when I got and that's what Trey said. I know you stayed in fights. You fight so did Trey. And I can tell you the only time I ever freaking lost a fight is when I got jumped. But best to believe I went back and got every last one of them one at a time. And matter of fact, one of them became real good friends with me. I said, but you better believe I did. It was like I can believe it. I can I can believe it. No. Uh, Right. Oh, I was so ashamed. Like, and so when my girls be around here cussing, like I can't say, I be like, God, I can't even first say nothing to these girls other than do it. Don't do it. It's not cute for a little lady to cuss, but they get it from their mama. Scared you? Scared were you like me and watch HBO too early in life? Is right. We watched HBO too much. Cause in my household, my daddy wasn't saved when I was younger, but my mom was, and that woman, I don't think I ever really heard her say a word in my life. So I definitely didn't get it from her. I didn't get it from my dad because he didn't talk like that around us. He didn't cuss like that around us. It just was, I guess, the people I hung with or what was already naturally inside me. I don't, I don't. then when I met cause my dad, who I was raised with, he's not my biological father. When I found out about my biological father, and I actually met my other sisters, I was like, oh Lord, this might be hereditary. Like literally, because baby, they will cuss you out too. They don't play either. I said, baby, I know we sisters. I know we sisters because we like cut from the same goddamn cloth. They don't play. Um, I used to have a filthy mouth. I see my moments, but I'm alive. Got it right. Yeah. So when I met my real sisters, I was like, oh God, yeah, those are my sisters. Those are my sisters. I can't deny them. Baby, they'll cut you out too. So I guess I get it. I guess I get it from my daddy's side, my real dad's side. uh, because I honestly can say my mom, she did not cuss like that. I never seen my mom cut. Really, I never until I really found out about who I was. Really, I thought my mom only been with one man her whole life. So like, I never knew that because that's just how my mom was. You know, she's a Christian woman. She loved the Lord, stuff like that. You know, she got away with her, but I can't ever say she did anything like that. I ain't never seen a woman listen to worldly music. Like I got my soul music from my stepdad. Like my dad, like he like a lot. So like growing up, I used to listen to a lot of older songs, and I was in my 20s. I used to say all the oldies but goldies. And people were like, how old are you? Because I always had a youthful look at about myself. When I was 20, I literally looked like I was 12. I just had a body. But my face looked like I was 12 years old. So I used to get carded a lot and everything. But I got my music sense from my dad that I was raised with. But literally, far as musically, my real dad, he plays the guitar. Like he's a musician. I'm the only one in my immediate family who went right. Oh, okay. Yeah, girl, my family is even my mama kids. Like my brother. Now he was. I was always out of my mama's 3 kids. I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest out of everybody. But I was always like the protector of everybody. I was always there to help everybody, to protect them from anything that happened. Even they always ran to me or whatever. Now, far as going right or wrong, I've always had a love for law. I always never wanted to get in trouble because, like I said, my whole career choice was to be a lawyer. I was really supposed to be an attorney. That's what I was going for. Um, my brother, however, my brother, he was a bit of a daredevil like me, but he threw caution to the wind, like he didn't care. So he kind of was out there a little bit. And my little sister, she just looked up to both of us. So it was like my big sister, my big brother, she did things. She could fight her behind on. That girl can fight like a mug. But as far as getting in trouble, she always was like, we kind of hit my sister so she wouldn't. So she always came off like the goody two shoes to everybody, as far as like she wasn't gonna get in trouble except for her mouth and fighting. Off in the streets, but I'm still hood, just a little bougie. and it's just it's just how that is now. Like my sister, but the crazy part is my sister loved the hood life. Like when it comes to like living and stuff, baby, I'm not finna stay in nobody's hood. I'm not finna do that. Like I'm sorry, my people and all, but I'm not finna do it. Like I'm finna stay in really nice neighborhoods and stuff like that. My sister on the other hand, she loves the hood. Like she feels more comfortable in the hood. I don't get it because we were military and we didn't really live in the hood, but she feels more comfortable in the hood than she does in real nice neighborhoods. Like when we're in real nice neighborhoods, she says she feels uncomfortable. But when she in the hood, that's who she relates to. So it's crazy. And then my brother, he ain't in the streets no more, but he comfortable. He can go either way. But me, baby, I guess they can say I'm bougie, but when it's time to do what it's time to do, hey, we can do it. Ain't nothing like hearing nothing but the birds chirping all day long. Right. Right. I'm not withstanding nobody hood. I'm sorry. Yes, when my children started school, I said, nope, we're out. Right. Well, I always took that stance because, I was married before, but I had I had 5 kids and 4 of them was girls. So like I never wanted my girls to kind of get out there, and people will always tell me, your girl's gonna be pregnant when they're gonna get pregnant, because that's all they was telling me. You'll say, Mom, they're gonna get pregnant when they're young, and I was like, my kids ain't getting pregnant. And guess what? Ain't now one of them got pregnant as no teenagers. No, they didn't. All of them had their kids well into their 20s. I got one that went to college and graduated. Baby mamas on me behind, and they did well. So, but I kept them out of that environment. I didn't have them in that environment. Excellent move, Tanya, and I'm glad you had the means to leave. Right, and some people don't, because I got family that's in the hood. I love them just the same, baby. I go over their house and chill out with them, but I'm not gonna stay there. Um, right. Although people always tell me, home is really home is what you make it. But some things, man, not when you got little kids. You can't take that chance with kids, especially when I had girls. I couldn't take that chance with my girls. Yeah, baby. Those grown women over there, they got it going on. Like mama probably had to struggle and stuff like that, to get where I am, and stuff like that. But baby, them, no, 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 no. They got themselves together. You hear me? And they don't take no jump, and they learned a lot from their mama. Oh, they all are doing very well. All got very good careers. They're all of them, but one is married. But she living her life, baby. That's my twin. She be on a plane before you know it. She'll be off and traveling somewhere. She live her life. And then I got my son. He's 19. I have to force him to talk to me now. Before I couldn't pry that boy from off my side, but now he done became a young man. He got his little lady friends. Mama ain't lady in his life no more. So I get to talk to him when I can. Uh, it will walk all over you if you show a sign of weakness. Right, right. That's true. That is so true. Yeah, I had to get that young man. I had to force him to talk. Well, actually, he needed me today, y'all. So that's why he called me. I was like, but it was good to talk to him. He was getting some tires and stuff, and I told y'all my dad was a mechanic, so he taught me all about cars and everything I needed to know. So of course, when it came down to his car, and he had to go get some stuff. He called me to. Yeah, that's why he really called me. He was calling to make sure he was right and what he needed to do and whatever, and where he needed to go for something. But I took advantage of the moment and had my conversation with him. He needs to talk to mom every day. That's the way there's no regrets, right? Trust me, I'm not home right now. I'm in Maryland. I'm from Florida, but I'm not home right now. But trust me, every day, all my kids, literally all of them, they talk to me every single day almost. Now that I'm in Maryland, maybe not so much. I think my oldest is the one I talk to daily. Yeah, she talks to me all the time. All right. But my other one, the one I call my twin, that girl, she too busy. She'll call me when she wanna sit there and talk, or she'll check on me how I'm doing. But that girl be gone. She'll be working, and then when she ain't working, my baby, my second daughter, she got a channel. Her name Flawless Tamia. That girl like traveling. She like going out. She likes. I mean, she's young, so she enjoying herself. Oh yes, I got five grandkids. I had six kids. I was pregnant six times, but I have five kids and I have five grandkids. On my grandkids, I got a picture on my post. On my grandkids, I have two boys and three girls. Those are my babies. Exactly. My grandson, his birthday was yesterday. Oh, see, no, I couldn't did it. I couldn't have did the hood. Although got a lot of family that do live in the hood. Shoot, I remember my dad's mom, when she was alive, she stayed in the projects. It was called a project back in the day, and like we were military, so every time we came to visit her, sometimes well, not every time, but most of the time we came to visit her, like it was at night, and they would go to shooting. It was like literally like we were trying to get in her house in a war zone. We had to walk from the car to the front door like this. It was crazy. My uncle at the time, with uncles, he was in the street real bad. So like it was something serious. So trust me, even though I didn't grow up in that life, I knew all of it. We knew about the life. We was military, and then we didn't deal with that. And so when I got older, I tried to keep my kids from out of that lifestyle. Iraq. Yeah, my dad served in two wars, and then he went over there as a contractor in Afghanistan. And then my ex-husband, he went over there as well. So we know all about that. So here, growing, you seen the empty crack valves on the ground. The time I grew up in the yeah. Thank God. Mm. Thank God miracles. Thank God for miracles and testimonies and getting out of certain situations, Lord. But people just don't know what you go through, right? And thank you for thanking them for their service. What broke my heart was my 5-year-old heard gunshots and told his sister to get down, and we were in. Mm, right. But sometimes you can't, no matter where you stay at, if you want to act a fool, even in nicer neighborhoods, you can't avoid that. Because I know one time two guys got into an argument in my apartment complex one time. And the fool used my car as a freaking shield. Okay, my car literally got shot up because, but to be honest with you, they said if it wasn't for the car, that guy would have been gone because the bullets that dude tried to put in him, and from the looks of it, it looked like he uh got in front of my car. And that's how he was getting blocked from the bullets. But them bullets had went through the car seat, they went through the windows, and this wasn't a neighborhood where you would think anything like that would go down. One of the bullets ended up going in the wall right next to where my son's window, where his bed literally faces the window. So you can't. You don't know if you can, even if you're not in the hood, if people gonna act stupid, they just gonna act stupid. Speaking of jealous of military people, because I wish I would have joined. Let me tell you something. Don't join now. I don't encourage anybody to join the military now. It's not what you think. Not at all. Back in the day, yeah. I don't see how these people are doing it now. I really don't. My mom kept us off the streets. Now, if you want to go, if you wanting to get into it because you can get a pay and all that stuff and the education, yeah, but it's not the same military it was back then. Oh, you over the age limit? I don't know, cause you know they lowered it. Um, they lowered the age limit because get bodies just in case we go to war. That's why I said don't do it now. Nobody, unless they draft you, don't go in. Not right now. This is not a good time to go in. And I'm saying that under the radar now. I'm on the military. I mean, military quarters, but don't do it. Not at all. Let me shut up my child before they come looking for me, right? They're gonna draft your behind right on in there. That's scary, girl. I tried to get in 3 times. The army they told me flat. I was flat-footed. I tried too many times because I thought they were rejecting me because I was a woman. Oh, I had that happen to me too. I was supposed to go into the military before I found out I had got pregnant with my oldest daughter. Now that they wasn't rejecting me for. When me and my ex-husband had separated, I was thinking about going in just to try to get, a better life for my kids or whatever. And which I still don't understand how I was gonna do that because I was so scared of planes. But anyway, I tried and they denied me because they said they was trying to say that I because of my kids and my age that they wouldn't take me. But I had filed a complaint against the military. And then they was like, no, the guy had got reprimanded for it, and it was if I still wanted to go forth with it, I could, but it was just the stuff that they had did kind of just pissed me off that I didn't go through with it. My kids grandfather, my older two girl grandfather, he told me that I should have sued the military for what they did to me. He was like, "You actually had a very strong case," and he was in the military himself, so he knew how it worked. But he was trying to tell me that I should have filed a lawsuit against him, and I would have won, and I would have been taken care of. But I told him, I said, "Nah, it was just, it wasn't meant to be." Uh, True story, T. Washington. I cried every time I wanted to make my grandfather proud. Oh, yeah. Military was something else back in the Like we still got a lot of family in the military. We got a lot of family in the military. And if you're talking about going in there, far as matter of fact, friends here that be on my live sometimes that I met her when my ex-husband was staying in Georgia. He's a recruiter. Well, I think he got out, but he was a recruiter for all branches and stuff. Like, it's good. Just know what you're trying to get out of it and know they will to you. To a certain extent. Uh, oh wow, Rachel. I heard a lot of stories like that. People wanted to get in to make them proud. That is a true honor. Hmm. Yeah. You'll get to see the world, I'll tell you that much. You'll be able to travel, get some good benefits, medical benefits. And after you retire, you'll be able to get a VA, use a VA towards your house. Yeah. It's a lot of pluses with the military. It's not the same military that it used to be. Some people think it's a good thing. Some people think it's a bad thing because they are real lax in the military now. Like back in the day, they were more stricter than what they are now. It's crazy. But yeah, I like to get the money for college. Right, right. You'll have that. You'll definitely. Matter of fact, you go through schooling while you're in the military. Have y'all seen the movie? Oh yeah, and you know it. You talking to a military woman here. You know I watch Full Metal Jacket. I watch anything. Growing up military, always know we watch everything military. We watch it all. But yeah, I watch it. Full Metal Jacket, G.I. Jane, Combo, Rambo. I mean, absolutely anything dealing with armed forces. We gotta watch it. It's programmed in our mind that we gotta be a part of that. They used to joke and say that we were like toy soldiers growing up. My dad took the military extremely serious. You hear me? This man is in his 60s, but most people probably when they look at him, they don't think he's in his 60s because he look young, way younger than what he is. And that's because he was in the military for 26 years. He constantly look out. He still get up like he in the military. This man literally ate, breathed, slept, and everything military. How about Platoon? Right, saw that too. Great movie as well. Saving Private Ryan, saw that as well. I don't think there's a military movie that we I didn't see. And even now, because I grew up like that, like it's a movie come out, I go out and watch it. But what I refuse to watch are scary movies. I ain't watching nobody's scary movie because that was forced on us too when we were. My parents was a big action and scary movie. My dad's especially sci-fi. I'll watch sci-fi. I'll watch action. But when it comes to scary movies, mm-mm. Which I don't understand because like all my kids love scary movies. I can't watch it. They can't get me to go. Well, I think my oldest daughter, she don't like scary movies, but she will go depending on who is going. But me, I'm not even going. You ain't getting me in there. I'm sorry. Hmm. You like them. Those movies they old, but they classic and just never they never get old. Those type of movies that you can just continue to watch and you can watch. I'm trying to think of that name. That one of the one with Jamie Foxx about the president and how the military came in and rescued who is it? Jamie Foxx was it what Jamie Foxx he was the president. I love like movies as well too. Oh, I love horror. I can't watch no. Mm-mm. I can't do that, man. I can't. I live. I'm from Florida, but you ain't never going to get me to Universal Studios for Halloween Horror Nights. This is not gonna happen, bro. My daughter convinced my son to go one time, and that boy ain't never been back. And she was like, "I'm not doing that no more." The first DVD I ever bought was Pearl Harbor. My jaws hit the floor seeing the Clarity versus VHS tape. Black Hawk Down. Who remember Black Hawk Down? Man, that was one of my favorite movies. Um, I can't watch zombie movies though. No way, Jose. Oh, you ain't finna get me to watch that mess. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. Uh, Now, like I said, I love action movies. I love romance movies. The zombie apocalypse and all that mess. Y'all can have that. You know, how y'all pay somebody to scare the mess out of y'all? That's my daddy tricked me one time. I think that was the very last scary movie I ever saw. He tricked me into going to a movie, that movie with Holly Berry in it, where the goat she was chasing, she was trying to find out whether this man was killing his people or whatever, and then his spirit sort of kind of took over Holly Berry and she had the scene. Man, and it caught me so off guard, literally. Like I was like, ah! And a guy that was sitting in front of built dude, real built dude. He hollered and screamed. That man screamed like he was a female. I was like, oh no, I think I had dreams about that movie for like a minute after I had watched it. I'm like, doing this is myself. I am not watching this mess. He said they don't make movies like they used to. I ain't paying nobody to pay me. I'm a nonfiction person. I don't even watch reality TV after they got exposed to me. Oh, I can't stand reality TV. Now that my girl, they love that mess. My oldest daughter got me to watching, what was it, The Circle. Now I did kind of get into The Circle a little bit. I mean, she had got me so bad into watching that. I literally had watched like every episode, every season, everything like that. But far as like them drama shows, other than that, I can't. Girl, I can watch that mess. Is that no? This one was an older movie because it's been some years. I got let me try to find out. Let me try to find the name of the Berry movie. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I find it. Man, I was so mad at my dad 'cause he had told me it wasn't scary, and I'm sitting here believing what he's saying. I said that now. You know I don't like going to see a scary movie. Man, this movie is not scary. It's not this. It's not that. And I'm sitting in there and it's cool at first, and I'm like, oh my god, what am I watching? Like, kind of find out it was a scary movie. He like, girl, you too old to be scared of scary movies. I was like, no, you know I don't like watching this. Um, I was so mad at him when he did me like that. Oh, he bad. Man, this is here thing about that man had to make me so mad. I'm looking at all her movies to see if I recognize it. But this one was an old one. Maybe I should put in Holly Berry ghost movie because it had something to do with ghost and killing. Almost impossible. So you like documentaries? I love them. Oh, Gothic. T. Washington, yes, a movies based off of true events. And yeah, I can watch stuff like that now. I can watch true event movies, but um, it's about those movies where they be talking about spirits and all that other stuff. It just don't sit right with me. Like I think that's the whole thing. And these crazy behind killer stories where people just never seem to die and they always come back and kill you. Like, oh my goodness. And that, oh Lord, Freddy Krueger. That was my worst one growing up. Freddy Krueger was my worst one. It was, you said you saw it, Deliverance. Is that the name of it? Oh, you said God. Oh, let me pull it up. Maybe that's it. Ooh, it was scary. I mean, it made a huge dude and scream in that movie theater. And man, he had everybody laugh. I told you it's been a while, so this be it. He had everybody laughing at his behind at the end. He was like, man, I wasn't ready for that. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I think it said, yes, this is it right here. That's the one. That's the one that you had said. Was it the I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's it. What a Gothia, Gothica, that one. Yeah, that's a scary movie with Holly Berry in there, baby. That was the last scary movie I saw in my life. I that one, and that's it. That was back in 2003. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Um. Oh, I love me some Freddy. Oh no, I can't watch Spirit Ghostface movie. No, no, I ain't doing that. If it made a grown man scream like a girl, I like to see it. What movie was that again? I think it was one what she's talking about, but it's an old movie. It's called God. It's Got Gahika. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's it because I'm reading the description. That is definitely the movie. Yeah, that is definitely it. Ooh, Lord. I'm telling you. I want you to watch it and then come back and see what you think about it. That wasn't no joke. That movie right there was no joke. I think it did really good in the box office when it first had came out. Yes, because she was possessed, right? It was like the thing that came all over her, and the way it did it, it literally did it out of nowhere. Like you wasn't even thinking it was going to do it. That I think that's what scared the man, because he was like, I wasn't ready for that. I didn't even think that was gonna happen. And they were like, man, you sounded like a woman, like you sound like a straight girl. I mean, he was all up on his seat and everything. That movie was no joke. Yeah, tell you what, I want you to watch it and tell me what you think. Yeah, that was one of her better movies. It really was. When that thing hit out, it made a lot of money off that movie. Boy, but I was so pissed off at my dad. I was like, I can't believe you did this to me, knowing how scared I am of watching scary movies, and you had me watch this mess. I was hot wind for a minute. Uh, yeah, people be playing, boy. Y'all deal with them around here paying for spirits to jump on y'all. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Yeah. Well, y'all can keep that. Right. I was gonna say he gonna like it. If he likes scary movies and he ain't never seen it, he gonna love that movie. I don't think that movie got old. That movie was good. Like people to this day still talk about how good that movie was. Mm. Yeah, we want to hear. Man, that's shocking. So I saw something that somebody had, and it's something I don't even really care for. But we will wait back on your report to see how you feel about this movie. Ugh. Are you gonna watch it by yourself? I'm scary, so I'm scared when it comes to scary movies. So I would recommend you watch it in the daytime with the lights on. So don't watch that movie at night by yourself. Don't do that. You better have somebody with you when you watch that. Uh, right, that's what I said. I can't wait to hear his review years later, see how he reacts to it. Man, this was before my son was born. That I watched this movie. I had my son in 2005. It came out 2003. The unsolved mysteries. Mm. Like I said, we're gonna. I want to hear what you think of it in 2025. For all those ones that are on the like, sure y'all hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And we're all going to be waiting for this report back from C. Washington because we want to know what he thinks. Oh no, I don't deal with the Exorcist. No. Matter of fact, when they would have those similar movies used to come on the TV with the commercial, baby, I used to hear to turn that. Uh, mm-mm. Right. You know that was that the Exorcist? That girl that her little head spun on the Exorcist or whatever. I think that's what it was. I had seen clip. Didn't they say she died right shortly after that movie? Mm-mm. And I remember one back in the day where the little, but this was the one I know my parents used to make us look at, it, and I used to be like this, trying to watch it. But it was the one that had the little squiggly lines on the TV, and the little girl was sitting there, and then a spirit was talking to the little girl through the TV. Woo, Lord. And it still gave me chills after 30 plus years. Ooh, are y'all talking about Unsolved Mysteries, the series, or is this Unsolved Mysteries? Is this a movie called Unsolved Mysteries? What are y'all talking about? Oh, you saying okay, yeah, that's the name of it. Poltergeist, yeah. Yes, she did. She shortly after that thing. I remember I was young when I saw that movie, and what I remember from that movie is doing this. Because that movie was scary. I was like, oh my god, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. Yes, it was Robert Stack, the old one. Uh, the documentaries. Oh, okay. Mm. Yeah, y'all talking to a scary one when y'all talking about stuff like that. Let me hear. He made a apology video. I didn't go watch it, but he did tell me he made an apology video. Let me see what he said.
I was 180 pounds when I started this, and I'm down to one. All right, well, I guess I knew it was only a matter of time before I was brought into something that was ridiculous, in my opinion.
It's
So I'm
not
just going to
ridiculous.
address the situation. I don't want to say anybody's name
You ain't got, I hate when he say that. You just say somebody's name because everybody know what you freaking talking about. That part I do not like with him. But he can, I mean, it's his platform. Do whatever.
because they said something and commenting on other. Okay, all right. So let me just be very clear. When it comes to the internet, you cannot believe everything you see or hear, and that includes myself. If I say there are people that reach out to me via email about different topics that I make, and I do not expose.
And the police sketches for the suspects. Yeah.
The internet is a place where not everybody wants to put themselves out like that. I have an opinion about the Detroit Lions, and I get criticized for it. So
you ain't got to stop. He's trying to make it seem like he gonna stop because of what I did. He ain't got to stop. I'm not even encouraging him to stop. But I want him to make clear that I'm not telling people not putting him inside my videos because no, I'm not. I'm talking about my goddamn self, but people are relating it to that I'm talking about you. You ain't got to leave. You ain't got to doing whatever. Do what you want to do.
If I had the situation,
let me shut up. Maybe I need to listen to this whole thing before I go talking.
She was accused of being
Because
Dodash.
it's pissing me off.
This person is Dodash. I just believe it. So I commented on this individual's YouTube channel, and I said, respectfully, I disagree with this because why would she be bashing herself? Like she's actively trying to take herself down. So this person had their thoughts and I had mine, and so I'm thinking that's the end of it. So then I reach out because I've been taught to go to the person first, all right, before try to work it out, try to get some information from the person first, and then if that doesn't work, then you could escalate it.
And I tried that,
I
Derek.
reach out to the person and I say, hey, I'm asking, like, are you Dodash? And I know that they can feed me anything, but I'm looking at the email and deciding, okay, gonna use my,
Sorry, y'all. I was looking at his apology video. He's explaining why he did what he had did, which I want to listen. I gotta pull myself back. I gotta pull myself back and listen to what he's saying.
So I've been accused of sending this person over to another person's live stream to comment on their live, and that is not what happened at all. So I'm being called a liar. I'm called all that. I mean, this stuff. It's kind of funny, man, because no matter what you do, you're always into something. And I was wondering how long it was going to take before I was brought up into something.
No, you ain't have to be brought up into nothing. Just clear yourself up. If you didn't say it, you didn't say it.
My goal on this platform, this is a passion project. I'm not doing anything on this channel to get views. If I was doing things to get views, then I would have started talking about Dodash when she was hot to talk about. Now she's not. And if
He said, I believe that when people
I
have
thought I was
feelings and
giving
judgment, it's enough.
everybody the proper credit, but I thought that my videos were the ones that were really pushing her buttons because I make so many videos. I make more than probably the average person now. Talking about DoorDash, I make a video to her video, right? It's essentially, I could go tit for tat for her. So that's why I said that I was pushing somebody, but I am not a content thief. That is not what I do.
I'm just learning
so
right now that
I
this is new.
gave anybody the inclination that I was taking content from them or going behind them and stuff like that, that is not what I do. All right. Now it's funny how we think we know people and we know them from the internet. I said, and I continue to say in my videos, that nobody really knows me. You guys, even watching me, you don't know me.
True.
You don't know me. You have an idea of what you think, and that idea could be reality or it could be false. But I'm not going to be called a liar. I am not a liar. All right. So if I have given anybody, okay, the illusion that I'm copying from them, that I'm stealing content, that I am trying to do.
He said if he's giving the illusions, dude, you literally did that. But that ain't even first my issue with you. My issue with you is you sent that girl over there to go talk to Carter is my issue with you.
Because I'm the type of guy that I won't comment on nobody's page. I called Clones TV a few nights ago, and I was debating on whether or not I should do that because a lot of times I watch streams in the background, but what happens on the internet stays on the internet. So if I put my voice,
he's basically saying everything I'm saying, but he's trying to put a different spin on it. This is crazy. One thing I respect you more for, you just say it for what it was. But let me shut up. Let me finish listening.
My experience, and I encourage everybody to get their own experience. I learned from my experience. YouTube is ever evolving. Things are changing. All right. And as far as me migrating, as far as me trying to bring people from my channel, from one channel to another, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that when I say I'm trying to niche down? That I'm encouraging people to niche down. I've done that before. It doesn't.
Dude, you're trying to justify what you're doing. You are doing it. You're literally doing it right in front of our face.
I made a video that I was just about to release, and I decided to make another one. Here's let me see. Let me show y'all what I've made on my channel so far, so there's no confusion as to what's happening here.
Who's telling you to show your income? Nope. See, that's how you know you're going way too far because ain't nobody told you to show your income or anything. I didn't even tell you that. But go ahead.
I have made in the month of April.
Yeah, this on Netflix. It's too bad for real.
And in the month of March, I made 130. This is chump change. This is nothing. This is not where my money comes from. My money comes from my other YouTube channels. And I don't even tell, other than me wearing the shirt of my other channel, my bread and butter channel, I don't talk about my other channel like that. I'm not trying to bring anybody.
What is he talking? Oh my God, Derek, you literally tell everyone on all your videos that you got multiple channels. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying you're calling out each channel, but you're letting people know you got other channels.
If you don't have people watching your content,
go ahead.
If YouTube doesn't know where to put you, then you won't get any views. And do you get paid by views? Absolutely. Does everybody want more views? Yes, they do. But I guess it was only a matter of time before.
No, you're trying. Nah, my issue with you, Derek, will always be the same. You told that woman to go over there to Carter. You heard me say what she said.
I am not going behind anybody trying to correct anything that they do. I'm not trying to do that. There's a reason. And I did not tell Keep It Kimmy to go anywhere.
Throw her name out there. I didn't tell Keep It Kimmy.
It's irrelevant because I could literally cut out an email in between the emails. If she said that, I could leave that out. I could delete it. So, but this is nonsense. My goal is to help your YouTube platform. That's it. Avoid the pitfalls and anything else. If I didn't give anybody the proper credit, I apologize. That was not my intention. The only reason I said what I said is because I can make a video. I do this full time. I'm at home the majority of the time. My computer stays on all the time. I'm designing shirts. I'm doing other things when it comes to the business of YouTube. My computer stays on all day from the moment I get up to the moment I go to sleep. So I can be ready to make a video about anything at the drop of a hat. And no, I do not edit my videos. Only time I edit them is if I say something, I make a mistake.
And once again, I was talking about my videos. I said, it might look like you're editing your videos, but I do edit my videos. That's the latest video. Yeah, he told me he was making an apology video. And so when I was on my computer looking for, uh, darn, what's her name? Holly Berry, I seen his thing. So he's apologizing.
Me having multiple YouTube channels and me trying to bring people from one to another, that is not.
Nah, I'm not turning on anybody. I'm definitely not. But it's just that because and this is why he's apologizing. It's because of what he's saying on his platform to his viewers.
I like to have fun.
They're making it seem as if I'm coming at him for what he was doing, and I'm like, I wasn't even talking about this man. I was literally talking about myself. If I was gonna talk about him, or if I said anything about him, then I would say I was talking about him. But it was not about him; it was about me. But on my video where I had said about the exposure videos, I was talking about him on part far as the lives and stuff. But I separated it. I said, now I wasn't talking about it before, but on this particular one, I am talking about a certain content creators.
I will get to each one-on-one when I have time. I like to have fun. I am not prepping anyone to get ready for me to charge for something. The way that you build community and you build trust.
Well, the way that you build community and trust is by being honest. When you originally said, y'all, I'm talking to him like he listening to me. When you originally said that you were going to do those one-on-ones, you said it was going to be free until after you finish your form, and then you was going to charge him. And that's the whole point that I said on your video. It's all on your video, so they can go look at it.
Reviewed 4 channels.
Now he's trying to take what I said to him on the video and say, well, why would I do that? It would make no sense for me to do that. Well, that's what I told you when you first said that you was gonna do it. Syndicate.
This is ridiculous.
No, you said that after I made the comment to you about what you were doing.
I am not charging. I have no intent to charge. And I've said over and over why that is the case.
You said that after I told you it wouldn't be right for you to charge for it unless you're doing a one-on-one.
Nobody can complain. At least I didn't have to pay for it, right? If it doesn't work out,
So why is he drilling on that?
Because I don't want you, a person, a creator that invested their hard-earned money in something that they want from me, and then it doesn't work out. Well, you said, but I paid. So no, I'm straight on that.
No, because you're changing your story. When this fool originally get out of my head, Rachel, he has to hold himself accountable for what he did and said no big deal to do that. One day we'll get together and saying we are the world. Right. No, but see, here's the thing, and this is what he constantly keeps doing. He's apologizing, but he's saying, oh, well, I'm not going to do that. But that is what you said you was going to do originally. I watch your videos. I literally read all your comments when I used to watch your videos. And when you first came out and you were talking about
I just did my 4th one. I had a one-on-one with the person.
No, you're talking about what you're doing now. When he originally came out with thing, and he was saying that he was going to take on doing the reviews for DoorDash, he said he was going to keep it free. He was going to do it free at first. But once he did the form, he said on the comment, once I do the form, I may change it in the long. So I had told Derek, that's why I took a screenshot of what I said. So now he's trying to come back because he can't say he didn't say what he said. You literally said it because it's on the comments. He said on the comment when I said, well, Derek, I don't think it's right for you to charge for the channel reviews, then you won't be no different than DoorDash. If you charge people for the channel review, just like she charged people for the channel review, and all y'all give them is an overview, then that's not right. However, if you give them a one-on-one, I feel like you need to be compensated.
Fusion, there's some misconception.
I got some snacks.
This internet thing is nasty. It really is. You either...
It's not nasty. It's just what you're doing.
I'm only villain to one person on this forum at the moment.
You ain't even a villain to me because I just want you to tell your people I'm not talking about you.
She is taking advantage of her, of this whole thing.
Who?
No, I've been contemplating this. I don't want anybody to misinterpret anything that I'm doing. So I've been thinking about this. Like now would be a great time for me to just get out.
No. So now he's trying to twist it and make it seem like because of this, I'm going to get out of doing this. No, you don't get out of doing this. You continue to do what you're doing, but you just do it the right way. And don't be misleading to people just because somebody calling you out on your bull. Okay.
Just stay with me. Let me show you.
So now he's trying to give the pity party, talking about I'm thinking about not doing this. No, you continue to do what you're doing. Continue to do the exposure videos and continue to give the reviews to people because just like DoorDash, that's a lot for one person to do. The only thing I said for you, Derek, was if you're gonna do one-on-ones, don't do that mess for free because that's a lot for one person to take on. They don't even make any business sense to do that. But now you're trying to take that and make it seem like, oh, this internet thing is a trip. I'm not finna stay on this. I'm finna get off of this. What, dude? No, you just don't want to face the music that you done set out here and you done did, and now you cause people to look at me a different way. And just because I am confronting them about what you're putting in their freaking head, you want to say it's time for you to go? Nah, Negro, stick around. And he don't go, well, I'm not no liar. I'm not no liar. You are a liar in my eyes if what you're saying is Kimmy is telling the truth. Because if Kimmy is telling the truth, Kimmy is saying that you the one who told her to go to Carter. Because that's what she told Carter on his live. Kimmy said that. I didn't say that. Carter didn't say that. She said that. And if you saying he is telling the truth, then that means you're lying, sir. The fact that you literally you can go on all my videos from the time this man started doing exposure videos because he wasn't doing them. He was commenting on my videos, telling how he didn't think of that. You were right, stay on her neck. He was saying all this stuff to me and encouraging or whatever, which is fine. I don't care. I don't even care if you taking the stuff and you making it on your own. Okay. Me personally, I feel like if you do that, you need to contribute to whoever gave you that idea. Now, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. But then I found it real funny how you would do me like that, but everybody else you would say, "Oh, I got this from them," or "I got that from them." But when it came down to you said absolutely nothing. But yet you was trailing my behind on all my videos. In fact, what I did not say on that video, but since you're trying to spin it like this, when I stopped doing when I was going through that whole thing with Carter, not doing any exposure videos, guess who else stopped doing their exposure videos? Guess who else wasn't saying nothing about their exposure videos? He was. He wasn't saying anything. And why he wasn't saying anything? Because I wasn't making no goddamn videos about it. Then he picked back up and he said, "Well, I thought I was gonna be done, but I'm gonna make mention of this." Derek, that's what you was doing, and you just got to face the fact that's what you were doing.
Anything that you do, that's how I grow. There's one person that I'm interested in right now. As far as keeping track, and I make my videos in the way that I do.
Like my whole issue with him ain't even down to all this about the videos. If that's what you do, bro, you the one who said on your video that you go and get inspiration from other people and that you can do that's nothing wrong with it and just change it up how you want it. You said that, bro. See, I don't do that. I do my own research. I think about my own stuff and my own videos based off of what I do. I don't go around copying nobody for absolutely anything. And if somebody gives me an idea to talk about something, I give them accolades to whoever told me to do that. So if somebody come on my comments, say something that makes me think of a video to do, I'm gonna say in my video, because this person said it. It got me to thinking, and I'm making a video. I not only mention the person's name, but I put pictures on the people so that people can know who inspired me to do this. That's just my way of giving thanks. I know everybody ain't gonna do that. So my big issue ain't even first that with you, but the fact that you're sitting here trying to take that and flip that as to why you ain't gonna be on the videos no more, versus just telling the whole truth about why I'm so upset. I'm so upset with you because you sent that damn lady over there, Carter, and you know you sent her over there, and I couldn't understand why would she go to him out of all people. At first I was shocked. So I'm like, why is this woman even writing on this man's page? What does he got to do with anything? I mean, keep this man out of this stuff, and you just talk to me since it's between me and you. That's the stance I was taking on that originally. And to Kimmy not once but almost 3 times say, if not more, that syndicated media TV reached out to her and started talking to her. He reached out to her, and so that's why she put that on his thing, because he was the one who reached out to her and was listening to her. And she, when he was talking to her, she asked him to do a live video with her, so that way she could show me she was not DoorDash. Because like I said, keep saying, I think that's all that woman wanted, was just to show me she was not DoorDash. But at the time, Derek was not doing lives. And so I guess he told her he wasn't doing lives. That made sense. Because when I look back to see what he was doing live, he had never did a live up until that point. So that made sense as to what she said about him sending her over to Carter. Because Carter kept wanting to know, why did you come to me? Who sent you to me? Originally, she said it on Carter's live. You go back on my live when I'm repeating everything Carter is saying, she literally says it. He did come back. That's why I'm not going to leave anything out. He did come back on that particular live, and he said after it was over, he said a message. I did not send her to Carter. That's all he said. Matter of fact, I took a screenshot of it so everybody can see it. I said, now, whether or not she lying on you, like she changed everybody's story up on them, I don't know. But she did say you told her to go over there. She did say you reached out to her. So that's why now I know why you was going so hard for her, because you had already talked to her. And where I feel he got upset with me was because I told him on that video, which is still there, so you can see it, I said, he said, respectfully, I don't trust I don't agree with you on this. And I said, and respectfully, I don't trust your judgment, is what I said. I said, because for the things that this woman has shown me, I believe she is who she is. Unbeknownst to me, I didn't know he had reached out to this woman. I didn't know he had talked to her. I didn't know he had told her to go to Carter. I ain't know none of this stuff. Okay, but you did. So that's why you were so confident in knowing that she was in DoorDash when I myself thought she was, only because she set it up for me to think she was DoorDash. She even said it in all her live videos. It was a joke. I never thought it was going to go this far. I wasn't trying to fool her. I was trying to fool Ace, the guy that was getting into a conversation with her about race, which I did not know anything about. So to me, she was DoorDash. To all y'all, she wasn't DoorDash. That's why I said, well, if she is, if she isn't, y'all continue to talk to her because she seems like a nice person. But for me, I'm done. I'm out. Okay. That's why Anna came on my comment last night and she was saying, well, I tried to tell you she wasn't DoorDash. And I kept trying to tell Anna, well, I kept trying to tell y'all. I said, you did say she wasn't DoorDash. But I was trying to tell all y'all because the way she had set that whole thing up, she had me fooled. Even after my live, when she came on my live, and I was still questioning whether or not she was DoorDash or not. I said, so from that point on, I was just watching she move. So anytime I made a video, literally go on every video after that particular live, which I gave y'all the link so y'all can look at the live and watch every single video I did. This woman would comment on my video, asking me, do I have the deleted video? Do I have the video saved? She was just asking questions. She would bring stuff and stuff like that. And I'm like, why is it? I keep making myself known that I do not delete nothing and I keep everything. So why do you keep asking me, do I have it? So in the back of my head, I'm still thinking this woman is DoorDash, and really and truly, I just wanted her to freaking just leave me alone at this point because it kind of just seemed like she was like just really obsessed a little bit, to be honest with you. So I'm like, just leave me alone, you know. So I just basically put it out there, and I'm like, well, is this DoorDash or is it is DoorDash? In my mind, she's DoorDash. So I did a video saying that Kimmy was DoorDash, and I also said in the video, if it wasn't her, then I would take it, I would apologize, and I would let everybody know it wasn't. But right now, the way she left me feeling and what I believe based off of my uh um contact with her and talking back and forth to her and stuff like that, I believe that she is. And ain't no gonna be able to convince me that she isn't, because that's the way it's set up for me to believe in my eyes. So what she tried to do was try to get on somebody live so she could prove that she wasn't DoorDash. And when he reached out to her, that's where he put himself in the middle of it. Right. And that's where he put himself in the middle of it. And instead of you talking about saying, I like to do stuff the right way, I want to go to the person. Well then if that was the case, you would come to me and say, well, hey, Skit, I'm gonna go talk to Kimmy to find out if this is the right person or not. You want to do a live or something so we can put her on so we can see if you was really trying to do it the right way, bruh. But you weren't trying to do it the right way. You wanted to try to get the scoop because you thought you hot and popping on and all that stuff on your exposure videos, and so you were trying to get an exclusive. So when you talked to her and you found out she wasn't who you thought she was, and I mean, I don't think you thought the girl was gonna ask you to go on live. I don't think that's what he thought. I think he just was trying to see whether or not what I was saying was right or wrong. And so when he found out what the information that I was saying wasn't correct, and I made that post because the only reason I had made that post because me and Kimmy was talking my videos, and during that time she went on his video to make a comment. And so I'm taking it now that I know what's going on. She posted that on his video because she wanted him to see what me and her was talking about. I even questioned it on his video. Why are you coming on this man platform with this mess? You was talking to me on my platform. There was no need for you to go over here involving this man in this. Not realizing he had done already reached out to her and talked to her and all this other stuff. So that's what I'm saying. People who know what's going on, they know. But for people that don't know, and now you're trying to sit here and flip this mess, talking about you was called a liar because you wasn't taking nobody's stuff. Dude, are you for real? Anybody want to see? Go back on all my videos. If you don't block yourself and keep it to where they can't see stuff on my video, go back on my video and look at it. They can see the conversations for yourself. Literally every time. He did not do exposure videos. He never did it, so he didn't know how to do it. He was literally coming on my videos, watching the videos, watching me do what I do, commenting on what I was saying. And matter of factly, other viewers that was watching it was saying the same thing. They was like, oh, I see how he trailing. I see how he using cereal. They was making comments because he kept doing it. But it's cool with me. I don't even care about that because it's a platform. You recreate it. You can make it into your own. You can take whatever idea. My thing has always been, if you're going to use somebody's stuff, give them acknowledgement for it. And then it was just so many times where he would say stuff that wasn't right, and I would make a comment on his videos just to try to help him out so I can get him the up-to-date information, because I realize this man is talking about stuff that's happening in the past, not right now today. So I'm trying to help him out, and I'm giving him this information, and every time I'm trying to give him some information, he literally discrediting every freaking thing that I am saying. He's going against everything I'm saying. I don't know what I'm about. I got 5 platforms. This, and that, and that, and that, and that. I'm like, dude, like, I'm literally just trying to help you. I'm not trying to say you don't know. But see, here's the thing. He wasn't the only one. I done been done like this from syndicated media TV. I done did like this from live school, because people don't want to listen to you when you're a small platform. They just feel like you don't know what you're saying. But I'm literally studying this stuff. I got documentations while I'm watching this stuff seriously, so I can tell you what's happening. Where if you're stuck in that old system, you won't know. So I'm looking at it like, dude, I'm just trying to help you. Even huh? When you slam your hand down. Oh, I'm bamming. Sorry. My daughter don't want to bend my hand too hard. I told you I don't even be realizing I be doing that, just talking. Oh yeah, I'm just talking about something that's going on the video. I'm literally just trying to help. I'm not trying to outshine this man. I'm not trying to make him seem like I'm downing him. Even on a post, when I asked him, can I be honest with him, or do you want me to sugarcoat it? And he told me to be honest with him. And I came to him, the creator, and I told him how I felt about what he was doing. He literally apologized for what he did on that particular video, on that post. So he was like, okay, maybe sometimes I do come for a little, like, I can get that. I can see where maybe he probably thought that's what I was doing. And so I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to squash it with you because I ain't got no issue. Right now, my issue is with Kimmy because she's sitting up here lying. Okay. But like I said, I know all this stuff had done transpired behind the scenes. I didn't know you had done reached out to this woman and talked to this woman the whole time. So I'm just sitting here going against her. But yet you're kissing everybody on your platform. You don't believe Kimmy is telling a lie. You don't believe this. You don't believe in that. When I'm sitting here trying to explain to you why I feel the way I feel. But you're trying to, once again, discredit everything I'm saying, literally trying to keep you out of it, only to find out you dead smack in the middle. Not so much so that your own viewers, even viewers I don't even know, coming to my platform, they not being rude. They just saying the similarities, and they can see, maybe he talking about me, maybe I'm talking about him. Oh no, let me clear this up real quick. It ain't even like that. Uh-huh. And then, but I'm sitting here explaining everything on the videos. That's why the video sort of started off calm. But I'm sitting here thinking everything as I'm explaining it, going through all the clips, looking at everything that this man done did. I'm getting pissed all over again because he literally just did this on live to me 2 days ago on Clones TV Live. And for those that was on TV Live, they know what I'm talking about because he literally did it that night. Now you're trying to come on here and act like, oh, you wasn't trying to discredit, you wasn't trying to say this, you want, dude, yeah, you was literally trying to do that. So let's not try to spin this. I would never call anybody a liar that I don't feel is a liar. But dude, at this point, you're lying. At this point, you're trying to sweep over stuff that you're doing because I basically called your behind out for what you're doing. Because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people coming at me like I'm coming at you, and they don't really even know the full story. I was trying to keep that under wraps, but since your people want to come here to me, talking about whatever. Okay, well then let me go ahead and bring it right back to you, bro, and show them with the proof, the comments, the everything. And now you're gonna try to take this and turn this and make it seem like, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the sympathy for the people, can say, oh no, Derek, don't leave Derek. We love you, Derek. We like what you're doing, Derek. You're playing on them because they don't know no goddamn better. That's what you're doing. This right here, but baby, you ain't gonna run me off, and I didn't run you off because if you correct, you need to stand your ground and do what you do, okay? But you can't because you're getting confronted about what you're doing. That's what the whole issue is. Don't let nobody, if you say I'm calling you a liar, I'm calling you a liar if you're saying what Kimmy is saying is the truth. Because you the one said Kimmy is telling the truth. I said she was always lying. You said she's not lying and you believe her. So if that's the case, then if that's the case, then you a liar. Because both of y'all can't be right in this situation. Maybe y'all can have a discussion on currency the air or to agree to disagree. Well, I'm just hot because I see tactics that he's using and what he's doing. You ain't doing no different than what DoorDash did. And the whole conversation about the $200 reviews and the one-on-ones, he wasn't even thinking about doing one-on-ones. He was just talking about doing shops for free. He was talking about doing the the channel reviews, but he was saying he'll keep the channel reviews free up until he did his form. Originally, that's what he said. And then he said the comment section, whenever but later down the line, I might have to start charging for it. So when he said that, that's why I got this clip in my video. I said, well, Derek, I don't think, and this is just me being civil. This ain't me cutting him up. I'm just trying to, you don't want to get you don't want people looking at you because I explained all this inside the video. You don't want people looking at you the way they're looking at DoorDash. If you 1 minute you saying you ain't gonna charge and now you're gonna charge. So far as the review, I would say, far as the reviews, don't charge them because you're basically doing the same thing she's doing. You're doing it better, but you're doing it the same thing she's doing. Now, if you get them and they want you to do an in-depth one-on-one, then I think you need to charge these people. And as all on the video, my video and his video included, where you can see my whole conversation. After I tell him this, he then goes on his video and he starts saying how he wasn't going to charge people. He was going to keep it 100% free. He thought charging, but then he wasn't. Then he made us start making jokes about how, oh, I'm gonna just add a penny to it or whatever, to the price, which I know he was just joking at that. I didn't even take that serious. It was just a joke, as far as I was concerned, because I'm over here laughing and watching his videos or whatever. But for you to now sit there and try to take that mess and try to flip it so you can get sympathy for your viewers because of what you did and you're just getting called out, man, you're really pissing me off. I mean, that pissed me off. I would rather you be a man and just stand on your junk what you did and what you did, why you didn't mean it that way or not, and just let that be that. He charged them. I mentioned 900 cents, but jokingly. Right. Like that's it. Even with Anna, that's what I was trying to say with Anna. I never said that man couldn't charge for one-on-ones. What I said was if he's going to do, I mean, not to charge anything. I said if he was going to do a one-on-one, he needs to charge them for the one-on-one because the one-on-one is going to be more in debt. But if he's going to charge for that review, then he gonna have people looking at him the same way they're looking at DoorDash. Man, you ain't no different. She just doing yours cash app and you got yours online. It's the same darn thing. So after I made that comment, he came back the next video, either the next video or the video after afterwards, and he made an announcement that he wasn't going to charge. He was going to keep it free. He didn't want people to see him as DoorDash or whatever. He just wanted to help the people, and that's all he wanted to do. And I said, I applaud you. That's a good thing. Like, I ain't got no beef with this dude. I'm not trying to stop him from doing what he's trying to do. But if I'm sitting here making videos, and because of what I'm saying on my videos, they thinking I'm talking about you. I'm gonna go look at why are they saying this? Why are these people thinking I'm talking about you? Oh, now I see why they think I'm talking about you, because every time you do a video, you keep talking about how you this one content creator who you thought was on the same page as you is on a different page, and you going against him. I thought we was on the same battle. Now I see why people are attaching me to you, because they thinking what I'm saying is about you, when really I am literally talking about myself. I was talking about a video that I actually rushed and put on the platform without seeing what DoorDash was gonna do. What That's a good price. Yeah, he could have made good money because he had gotten like 30. Right. That's the whole thing I'm saying with him. Like, there's no way. He could clearly see it now. There's no way DoorDash was doing this on her own, because you can't even get to it your darn self. And all you got is 30, but she claims she had 400. But you can't even do the 30 that you got. And it's not a priority to him because he's not getting paid. So of course he's doing whatever he wants to do. And I understand that too. Right. So my whole beef with him now is, you gonna make a video, and instead of just saying, because you said you're gonna make an apology video, okay, you're gonna make an apology video, but instead of you just saying, okay, I apologize because there was some misinformation that was said to her by a viewer that I know I didn't say, but since I reached out and I didn't let her know, hey, look, I apologize for that. I didn't mean to cause any problems. If And that could have been that. If you want to talk about what I said, as far as popping in my content, which you did, okay. Let's just be real. Let's just say what you did. You came on my videos. You saw what I was talking about. You turned it into your own, like you tell people that you do. It's okay to be inspired. That's what he said. It's okay to be inspired by other people. Same thing you always said. And to him, just go, well, I didn't know I needed to mention who I got the information from. Well, that would just be common courtesy if you're literally going on my videos to get the information. Like, wouldn't you want to contribute to the person that's giving you the information? But it ain't even about that. If you don't, you don't want to. That's my own personal hang up. If I wouldn't have been addressed with your people from your platform, and then if I didn't go look and see why they're acting like that, and now if I was a viewer, if I didn't know what was going on between y'all, and I heard you say that, and then I stumble upon this other woman's channel, happens to be me, and hear her talking the way she's talking, quite frankly, I'm gonna think that you're talking about her, because y'all literally are talking about the same thing, and you addressing a content creator that said something on her post that is on the post. So quite naturally, people are gonna put two and two together. People ain't stupid. What do you think? Okay, they're gonna think one way or the other. But instead of you just being upfront and honest about what happened, just tell the truth. Because the thing about me is, I'm gonna show mine. I can show my proof what you did. Okay. One thing is, you, instead of showing proof, now you're gonna show how much you get paid. Dude, who said anything about how much you get paid? I can care less about how much you get paid. I never mentioned how much money that you make on this platform. Only thing I said was you have 5 channels and you have access to more subscribers than what I do, even though it looked like we got the same amount of subscribers. Then you're gonna say that it doesn't make any sense, and you move your subscribers from one channel to the next when you're always telling people to niche down. That was the whole point that I made, sir, didn't I? I said you on a football channel doing exposures. So if you yourself is listening to what you're saying, then you would have did exposures on a brand new channel, but you didn't. You did it on your sports channel. So you're telling people not to do something that you, sir, yourself are doing, is what I said. And that is absolutely correct. But instead of you just addressing why you're doing that, you're trying to prove that you ain't migrating people from one platform another. But you're trying to prove this. You're wearing your freaking shirt from your other channel, and then saying, "This is my shirt from my other channel. This is the name of my other channel." If all you're doing is talking about your other channel, people are gonna know about your other channel. You're sick doing it, dude. You don't have to go out and say, "Oh, I want people to go to my other channel, from my other channel and come over here." You don't have to say that. All you still do have to do is mention it, and people are going to look if they like you. Hell, people will go look even if they don't like you just to see what you're talking about. And so some of those same people from your other channel could come subscribe to your new channel. So what point are you trying? Let's stick to what we're talking about. Stop trying to divert stuff. Stop trying to pop other stuff in front of people's face for sympathy. And no, Derek, don't let nobody push you. Ain't nobody trying to push Derek. But what I want Derek to do is stress his people and let his people know that I wasn't coming for him no kind of way. I didn't have no problem with a content creator. No, you didn't. You had a problem with me, not as a content creator. You had a problem with me because that woman said you sent her a crime. That's what you had a problem with me with. And then he's talking about well, if I wanted to, I could have took the email and put it on my video. Well, then guess what, sir? If I had an email that could clearly see what the conversation was between such and such, I would have posted that so everybody can see I'm not lying. But you ain't gonna post it. Why? Because in your video you said, well, even if I had a video, I could just cut out where I'm telling her to go to Carter's video. Nigga, you literally is telling people what you did, and they so dumb-minded and so brainwashed by your mess that they not listening to what you're saying. You're literally telling them you got the email from where you and Kimmy had talked, and if you wanted to, all you had to do cut out the conversation about going to Carter thing, and then you could prove. Who would say some mess like that? If somebody was accusing me of sending somebody somewhere, I know I didn't send them. Do you think I'm gonna put that in their head that I got an email when editing and changing and pasting into my stuff? Who is thinking about doing it, any of this? Nobody ain't editing, nobody ain't changing. Hell, I ain't even editing and changing it. I'm just taking a picture and sticking it on the goddamn video. And if anybody want to go back and look at it, they can. It's like this dude, he doing too much. He caught up his own little fantasy world full of lies. And usually, I guess, nobody calls him out on it, and they just let him roll with whatever. So talking about I'm calling him a liar and all this stuff. Dude, I'm calling you a liar if what you're saying is true. If you're telling me Kimmy is not lying and Kimmy is telling the truth, then I'm telling you you're a liar because either she lying, you lying, but one of y'all lying. Everybody can't be telling the truth in his story for this story to be making sense. Either Kimmy got to be lying on you as to why she's over there at Carter's platform, or you got to be lying to me that you didn't send her.
How I learned how to niche down, and I've told you this before.
This is so crazy.
This is my original YouTube channel. This channel has a video of my son walking around. I started my first YouTube video, I believe, was me.
He said how he learned how to niche down. Your story, how you learned how to niche down, was you said you was listening to vidIQ and I'm sorry, not Think Media. I use Think Media. vidIQ and vidIQ used to tell y'all about niche down. Now you're niching down because of some video you made with your son.
Send it to somebody, right? So I would send it to family members, and all they needed was YouTube, or they could use.
I swear. But a person that telling a lie got so many stories to cover up the lie to is pathetic. But go ahead. Anyways, what is it got to do with niching down? What I say got to do with niching down?
In 2018, I started doing these live streams.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000? Because I use Amazon AI. I'm going to show you a way to potentially make money by pairing.
Let me show you. I started doing these live streams. I was making Detroit Lions content, and I started doing these live streams. And live streams have a very unique. I'm going to show you. As soon as it loads. Live streams at the time, this is pretty.
And once again, he's talking about another channel. We're talking about the channel at Syndicated Video Media, because how you reached out to this woman. You reached out to her under Syndicated Video Media. Show us that. When was your first live on Syndicated Video Media? Because according to Kimmy, you told her you didn't do lives, is what she said.
It was popping. The views was crazy. And this is 2019. So YouTube has changed a lot in the last 5 years. So I started this, and I got away from making videos. This is even before shorts were a thing, I think. So And yeah, you're right. I am in the old school YouTube, but also I evolve with the platform as well. And I'm not right on everything I do or say. And if I say something, but listen, I also say to everybody who watches my content, go fact check behind me. You don't have to take everything I say verbatim. Go fact check, do your own research. I'm just here to give you my experience, and maybe you can use it too. But I started making these videos. I started doing these live streams. And so what happened was I got away from making videos. But I also...
Oh my God, this dude is really just trying to cover up his, hey, Authentic, how you doing? He really just trying to cover up his behind by showing all this stuff. Just address what we're talking about. I'm not talking about your other platforms and what you did on your other platform. I'm simply talking about syndicated video media. That's it. What did you do? Did you tell this woman to go to Carter live and get him to put her on a live? That's my first question. And did you not go on my videos trying to learn out how to do exposure videos so you can go do it on your own? Because really, that's all that's my questions with you. I ain't got nothing else. All this other stuff he's talking about and showing ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It don't. It really don't. He's gaslighting people instead of just coming out just saying the God darn truth. Then he's gonna holler about, I know I am the old school. I might not know everything, but I evolve. No, you don't evolve. You don't evolve. So when somebody try to tell you something, you try to cut me up every time I try to explain anything to you. You try to do it, and you just did this 2 days ago on Clones TV Live, which you mentioned, but you trying to make excuses for it, dude. Whatever.
And now that channel.
Point blank period. Like I'm going to hold to what I said. Derek is the main reason why a lot of this stuff went down on YouTube between me, Kimmy, and Carter, because he sent that girl over there to Carter and he knew what Carter was gonna do. Point blank period. And I wish like hell Carter was still on this platform where he can drag his behind on his platform because I know that's what he would do. Okay? Because you're sitting up here lying.
So what did I do? I created another channel. I created another channel specifically about one thing. So I have a Detroit Lions.
He's talking about too much stuff. He's talking about Detroit Lions and all the other folk pages. I ain't got time to listen to all that. I just need you to talk about syndicated video media. The only reason I mentioned 5 channels is because he always mentioning he got 5 channels. It's not like it's a secret. Dude, you literally talk about the 5 channels you have on every single video. So I mean, I'm okay live. So if somebody is telling you about their channels on every video, you're gonna know they have those channels, correct?
So at another channel, that channel had 5,000 subscribers. Drop below.
And again, he's still talking about his other channels. We're not here to talk about your other channels. We are talking about what you did in the Kimmy, Carter, and SkitLanta commentary debacle on this platform, and how you're trying to make it seem like I got a freaking problem with you, and I don't. And you got people coming over here on my freaking platform. They not being nasty to me. They but just basically saying that he referencing you and you referencing him. And no, I'm not. He might be referencing me, but I'm sure as hell not referencing him. Right, 5 monetized. He all right. So now that's what I'm saying. He always talk about that. Don't be trying to make it seem like I'm talking about your 5 channels. Dude, you talk about your own 5 channels. Every freaking video.
But this is a passion project for me, so I'm not really tripping on the number.
Ain't nobody talking about your number. Kudos for your channel. Kudos for your views. All I want to know is did you send this woman over there to Carter to get this mess started because you convert yourself, because that's what she's saying. And the other thing I want to know is why you act like every time I say something, you try to cut me up with everything I say, which you basically just said on your apology video. You have did that. You're just making excuses as to why you're doing that. It ain't no goddamn excuse, man. Just it is what it is. You're trying to say you take inspiration from a channel you didn't realize you had to give acknowledgement because you got inspiration from somebody. I mean, that's just damn common courtesy to me. But I mean, if you didn't want to, you don't have to. I hate gaslighters. I really do. Man, that pissed me off. Like you can sit here, you can talk about everybody, but now the heat is on you. Now you gaslight shit up and down all around. You don't just want to talk about what's what. This a rabbit hole. It's getting deep. It's getting deeper. Right.
And I am not a liar. I am not any of that stuff. So again, if I offended anybody, I apologize. Was not trying to steal anybody's content. Was not trying to correct anybody. I'm not trying to do that. I do not. I've been in enough YouTube drama. I don't want any more.
And you heard him say it out his mouth. So, and again, you was wrong. He keep telling you, he keep getting it in YouTube, and that's probably because the way you handle stuff, sir. If you stop handling stuff undermining the way you are, you wouldn't be inside YouTube drama. If you stop trying to create stuff for benefit of views, then it wouldn't be a problem. If you would have never sent Lady to Carter, we would have never been here. Okay? If you would have never reached behind, went behind everybody's information back and talked to this woman, and nobody didn't even know you had did this until she outed you herself. We wouldn't even known this. You wouldn't be in this, sir. You interjected yourself into something that had absolutely nothing to do with you, sir. You did that. So don't get mad because I'm sitting here calling you out on your shit because it's keep coming back to my platform. Don't get mad upset with me because I'm addressing you about something you did. You did this. I didn't come. I never came to you about absolutely nothing. I ain't never come to this man about nothing. I don't watch him for his football stuff. I don't watch him for his half behind YouTube tips. I don't come to him for nothing. When he started doing exposure videos after he started watching exposure videos on DoorDash, that's when I started watching him. Other than that, I ain't got nothing to do with this man. I ain't got nothing to say to him. I don't care what he do. But when you interject yourself in something I got going on and you throw the rock in your hand, man, I'm just gonna bring it out and say it for what it is. And you need to address the issue. Stop talking about all these guys. And I'm sure he probably my line just ain't saying nothing. Stop talking about all your channels. Stop talking about all your channels. Just address the issue. There's only a certain amount of issues going on here. You're wrong. What you did was wrong. Point blank. Period.
With anybody, I've done that enough on this platform. If I've offended anybody, I apologize. If you thought I was trying to steal from you, I apologize. You think I was trying to correct? I apologize. That was not my intent. I'm not here to make you believe it or not. You can believe whatever you want.
I know you're not here to make me believe because I already know what's going on. You ain't trying to make me believe nothing because the writing is on the wall, sir. You did what you did. Ain't nothing to not believe. You did it.
I preach about integrity, and you never have to worry about me charging. That's my business decision. Maybe I'm a dumb businessman. That's my business decision. It's not all about money for me.
Oh God!
I need money.
It just gets on my nerves and it's gaslighting these people and flipping this crowd.
Money. I've been sold out from people considered friends because of money, because they wanted to make a name for themselves. All I'm trying to do is help you do something on YouTube if you really want to. The one thing that I ask from you is always do your own research and don't waste my time or yours. With that being said, again, I'm gonna leave it here. Maybe this is my sign, man, to move on, to pivot and talking about this.
Oh wow! So now I'm the reason he's not gonna talk about DoorDash. I'm the reason he's not gonna give channel reviews. That's a bunch of crap, man. Do what you do, but if you interject yourself into people's in stuff, you do stuff and try to do it underhandedly, and they find out, be ready to deal with the repercussions. That's all. Hope there doesn't stop helping expose DoorDash. His contact was also helping bring it right. Don't. That's why I said don't get me to stop you to doing it. I'm not telling anybody not to look at this man. I'm not saying nothing of the sort. But what I am saying is, if you sitting up here making people believe and you are, it's not that I'm saying that you are doing it and you're not doing it. You're literally doing it on your videos. That's why these people think I'm talking about you when I'm literally talking about myself. Like, God damn, I can't even talk about myself without people thinking I'm talking about you because you don't set up this whole illusion as if I am talking about you when I'm really just talking about myself and I'm talking about DoorDash. Hell, I even make joke skits about it. I think I mentioned your name in there as far as the people that was trying to take her down or whatever, but I never said anything bad about you. You said, that's why I watch this video. Right, Latoya. Right. Ain't nobody saying anything about his content. What I'm talking about is the crap that you said you tried to do and thought nobody was gonna speak on it is what I'm talking about. And really nobody I wouldn't have spoke on it. I really wouldn't have. Had your viewers wouldn't have came to my goddamn platform talking about I'm talking subliminally about Derek. No, I'm not. I see what you were doing. I mean, I see what you're doing. Okay, well, since you wanna continue this mess up, and if you don't believe me, go on every one of his videos. After this whole thing happened with Carter, you will hear him say multiple times on his video that some content creator got a problem with him. He only got one content creator that feels like he is an issue or whatever. Nah, bruh. I never said that. All I said was up until today, even though I did see what you were doing, up until when I made that community post, when you tried to run to Kimmy's defense, and I told you I respectfully don't trust your judgment. And then I told you why I felt about what I said. That was it between me and you, bro. You the one was sitting here constantly saying on your videos, and if you think I'm lying, go back and watch him. He'll get a view. Okay. Um, Constantly saying on your videos there was a content creator out here who had a problem with you. And again, on your video today, there's a content creator already who got a problem. Now we finna just go ahead and settle this. I ain't got a problem with you. Do what you do, bro. But from here on, people gonna know exactly what you're doing. Right? So if you want to continue to do it, or what? You can't do it. You can't continue to doing the exposure videos. If I don't do the exposure videos, if I'm not talking on it or somebody else, so you can't feed off of what they're saying. Is that why you want to go ahead and just drop it all together? Continue to do it. Because if you stop doing what you're doing, all you're proving is that you was copying off my stuff. So continue to do what you do. Continue to make these awesome videos that you make about DoorDash with all the information that you're gathering that really you ain't the one who's freaking gathering it. But continue to do it. I don't care. Or is it that you can't? Yes, that part, Latanya, because I'm fed up with her tactics. Right. Child, I want her to come down. I want her to come down. Matter of fact, I'm encouraging people on my videos. I need to do videos about it because the more people that do videos about it, the faster this lady is stop doing what she's doing. Oh, I seen authentic talk. I be on his videos too, watching his videos. He probably just trying to see what's on. He made a video today. I thought I was laughing because right after I did my video that I had made with Derek today, he was talking about how black people be acting. I said, well, I guess you're gonna have something to talk about today, baby. Because you're finna see my natural behind. You got to stay on her too. Oh no, I'm definitely staying on her stuff. But the thing about her is if you put it out there too soon, and that's what I was saying about what I did when I put that video out there too soon. If you put it there too soon, she's just gonna change it and she's gonna alter it, and it's gonna make you look dumb because she's not gonna be saying that's what she's doing. So if a person comes behind, if a person comes and they didn't see what you're talking about, you're gonna confuse them. Let her put a foot in her mouth. Let her go and do what she's gonna do so we can prove that's what she's doing. That's all I was saying on that note. Even with myself, that I had to kind of back off and let her pretty much dig her own hole so I can come back on the videos and stuff. So that's why I wasn't doing the videos. It ain't have nothing to do with Carter. It ain't have nothing to do with anything. But I did notice when after I had stopped doing those videos, he stopped doing his. He didn't do it. He didn't go back and do another video on her until she did that whole he did like a wrap up video, and then he did like a weight loss thing. But I was really hoping that he didn't do the weight loss thing so that way not expose her too fast, because I wasn't gonna say anything, and really nobody else wasn't doing it because Carl wasn't on here, so he wasn't doing it. So I'm thinking like as long as nobody don't say nothing, let's really dig a hole for her on herself. So when we go back at her, we can really get her with the $25 cash outs in the weight loss thing. But he jumped the gun. He did ask. And so what she do? She deleted it. And now she's offering it free. So which it makes it look like you're lying her now, Derek, because what people see now is she's just talking about her weight loss plan and she's just trying to help everybody, charging nobody nothing. But you got this video out here on her like she's charging people for $25. Now who looks stupid? You look stupid, or do she look stupid? Actually, you look stupid, Derek, because she got a huge platform. Believes her, and she's covering her ass. That's all I was saying. But hey, each his own. Do whatever. She's definitely a slippery eel. Correct. That's why I was saying on the video, you got to know. Matter of fact, I think it was you. I had mentioned you till you watched it on there. I said one of my viewers had said you got to be slicker than butter, and I was just cracking up laughing when you said that. I said, I guess you do got to be slicker than butter when you're dealing with this one because she is a for real professional con artist. She really is. So I definitely don't want him to stop doing his DoorDash exposures. Do them. Just if you ain't finna get involved, if you don't want to be brought up in something, then don't put your behind in it. And that's what you did, and that's where you messed up at. You went to that woman just like she said she did because you confirmed it. You did say you went to her. You made an email and you talked to her and all this stuff. Now, what I found real crazy is you're giving a play by play how you can cut, paste, and take out what all you said and post the. Why would you say that? And even if that's what you did, don't put that in nobody's head. I think she looks bad because he has the audio of her saying that she was a charger. She was a charger. Get you say right. No. Well, that could harder starts. That could help him as well. But all she got to say is that's not her and he's lying. Hell, she be saying that even with the videos we have, and we actually got her own video, and she still be trying to lie and say we lying on her. So she could definitely say that those voice recordings were lies. She could definitely say that. So I don't know. Like I think you have to give her some room. My whole thing I was saying on my video is I think you got to really give her some room to see what she's gonna do because this lady has been scamming people for damn near 10 years now. Like literally, she's been doing these scams 10, almost 11 years. So it's embedded in her. This is what she does. So if she is trying to make a change, let's just say hypothetically she want to change and she don't want to screw nobody over. It's not the instant thing. You got to kind of give her a chance to see if she gonna do it or not. Right. Well, yeah. Except for when she be doing all them voices and stuff where she be changing. But the thing is, we know all this, but new people don't know all this. So if she like clean her stuff up and start over and start fresh and don't be with all the scamming people and stuff, she can really convince a lot of people. Yeah, she been doing it 10 years. 10 years. Like what he be saying she been doing this for 5 years. This lady been doing this a lot longer for 5 years. She's been doing this for 10 years, ever since 2014 on this platform. And before that, she was on Instagram. Before that, she was on I think she was on TikTok, then Instagram, and then off of Instagram is where she did the whole weight loss surgery and tighten skin and all that. So this thing go back even from I want to say the Curl Smiler thing happened in 2019. So she was already on the platform. The Curl Smiler thing was going on. She just wasn't under there as DoorDash. She was up under there as the Latoya L. Jones page. This woman been doing it a long time. So y'all got to give her. I mean, even we talk about it a lot, but you got to give her a chance to try to make a change. This ain't something that's gonna happen overnight. Yeah, she do. She need help. I agree with you on that, Michelle. She definitely need help. I think she has a spending. She has a spending problem, is what she got. She got a spending addiction, and now she done figured out a way to she done figured out a way to she done figured out a way how to get money from people. Oh well, you heard what I had said on that live. I think she's a fat girl stuck in a skinny girl body. That girl like to eat. So even though she got that body change, that girl she like food. She's a foodie. So yeah, she gonna have some issues. She gonna have some issues. Once again, here comes some more people from his thing. After his apology video, I got somebody saying this some drama for views and you're dragging it. Girl, if you don't please don't let me go off on these people on this platform. Right. Me too. I love food. Hashtag the sandwiches for some sandwiches. Right, exactly. Oh Lord. So I guess after his apology video, now they coming over here on my thing talking about something. I'm dragging this for views. Girl, I will drag you. Please do not start with me on this. He's just sitting here lying to y'all. And anybody that's not gonna lie and say they finna get off no platform, you ain't finna get off of something that's making you money. Are you crazy? Get a damn job, then she'll buy her things. Nobody owes her money or funding her lifestyle. She's delusional for it. Well, they have been. They literally have been uh giving her money and funding her her lifestyle. So it's not delusion. People are actually doing it. I'm now questioning the people. Are they delusional? Because she actually got people to do it. That's the crazy part of it all. That nobody can see through this. But you're right. She need to get a damn job. She definitely need to get a job.
Japanese women are hiding from the.
Writing this lady back. She really did move to Dallas. Nah, she ain't. She ain't gonna know. That woman's still there. I think she gonna pull that mess of trying to get that money from people to move to Dallas though. But she is definitely in her house. I struggled as my husband passed away. Again, I hate to repeat myself. I don't ever handouts ever. Okay, right. Ever since she lied about moving to Dallas, she hasn't been doing any videos. Apartment all in the car. Uh oh, she have. I ain't paid that no attention. I think she's outdoor dashing through the snow. How you doing, Rochelle? All right. She really didn't move to Dallas. She ain't fooling nobody. These new people. The old people know she ain't gone nowhere. I stopped watching Dante London videos and that fake Dante on clones. You think that's a fake Dante on clones? You was in there with us as well? Yeah, after he refused to get on that darn live link, I said it wasn't him. But before when he was calling in, I really did think it was. But since he refused to, then that just made me believe, nah, that ain't him. Yeah, I'm glad Miss Rochelle is doing good. She's a strong woman. Yes, she is. Yeah, that's exactly why I address Ann on this live the way I address Ann on this live because you real. You okay? Opening skit. You have your serious. Oh, because I'm writing this chick that's writing me on here. But I mean, I get where she's coming from. She's coming from, I'm plotting on this fool. Nah, I'm just responding to an old girl who thinks who she thinks she got Derek's back. Yes, that's what she's doing. I mean, I get it and all, but Chica, you are well misinformed. She said I'm this is some drama for views and you're dragging it. I said I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. You're just a fan of his. I said I'm sorry. I'm not dragging anything, and it was brought to me. I just addressed it. I'm not afraid to confront anyone. If you like for anyone to just be saying stuff on your name, then that is cool too. I said I don't have to drag anything. That's your boy who needs to do that. I was just stating facts as presented. If he said Kimmy wasn't lying, that would mean he did. As far as her going to Carter, once again, my problem with him was mainly having those viewers think I had a problem with him, and I did not. That gaslighting apology. Well, he could have kept that. Why in the world would he stop doing what he is doing if he had nothing wrong? I have no problem with him taking down DoorDash. And since he feels like he is doing it all on his own, live your life, bruh. I said, we've been doing this thing a lot longer. So you have a great day, Jess. Because in his apology, he basically saying that the reason why he says is his videos that are taking her down. Because until he got on the platform and he started talking about DoorDash, they really wasn't having an effect until he started making his videos. So that's why he said he felt like he was the one who was taking her down. Dude, well, you're just basically you're showing yourself for who you truly is. Because if you really did thought that just these past 2 months is the reason why she's doing what she's doing, no, bruh. People been talking about her for years now. It ain't have absolutely nothing to do. It helps that you're talking about her. It does bring more awareness, but it's not just you. It's everybody that's doing it. And this is the cockiness that he's displaying right here. It's not just you. It's everybody that's doing it. It's not, and then he brushed over what I said about trying to discredit me. Once again, he's saying, I admit, I'm from the old school, and I'm not trying to discredit anybody. But you are. You literally are, dude. And you're saying you are. You just making excuses for what you're doing. You know what I mean? But if y'all want to be foolish, go ahead, baby. It ain't got nothing to do with me because I'm still grown. Still grown, still carry on. Mm. But one thing you ain't finna be around here doing is sending your folks over here because you and them will get cut down. Seriously. So do what you feel you gotta do. I guess he used to whatever he say around women or whatever. They just go with what he say and nobody goes against him. I'm not really sure. Maybe he's not used to a woman talking to him or whatever. I don't know. Because some men are like that. Because even though I didn't know about Ace going off on Kimmy, Ace kind of went off on me when I had addressed him because he was trying to call me a masculine woman and where was my husband and I ain't got no. You know how he is, and some men just like to treat women like that. They make them feel like they're less than, and it's not the final say until they say it. I mean, but hey, if that's the stance you want to take, you take it. But guess what? You ran into the wrong woman this time, didn't you? I just hate people calling me a liar. Well, which is it? Either you're gonna say Kimmy's a liar, or you're gonna say you're a liar. Which one y'all want to be called the liar? Because one of y'all, for me, is gonna be called the liar. Either it's gonna be Kimmy or it's gonna be you. So which one is it? Is she the liar? Are you ready now to say Kimmy was lying? Is that what you want to say? But it's kind of hard for you to say that when you made it seem on your platform that Kimmy was this innocent woman that ain't changing those stories. You don't believe anything that was going on about her. And guess what, y'all? Kimmy is the one who's bringing me all my information. You can't go back and say anything bad about Kimmy because if you do, then you put yourself in harm's way. Because guess who's gonna come after you next? Oh, Kimmy. Kimmy is gonna let everybody know that no, that's not what happened. You did tell me to go to Carter. You did do this. You did do that. You got to stay on Kimmy's good side and not call out Kimmy before Kimmy really calls out you. You a strong woman like me, right, Rochelle? We don't play. We don't play. And we know the game. I done been around, I done lived this life. I done been here for 50 years, baby. Anything that I haven't seen up under the sun. And I'm a wise one at that. So I can see what you're doing. Where other folks might not be able to see, I see you for who you are. And the only reason you're doing this is because your ass got called out. Point blank period. Oh, and guess what? You got called out by a woman. You didn't get called out by no man. You got called out by a woman. So show who you really is, bro. And then I'm gonna show you what kind of woman I can be. You got rock with you here all the time, right? Right, Rochelle, you, Latanya, my daughter, she told me, she said, Mama, when all the people was going off on you on Clones TV and that thing, whoever that Latanya woman was, she said it was somebody else because she couldn't remember. She was, huh? She was like, whoever that Latanya woman was, baby, she was holding it down in there. She wasn't. She was like, no, y'all ain't listening. Y'all ain't get a chance to talk. I'm glad the truth has come out. You know, she was. She said you was stating my piece for me. So I was like, yeah, that's my girl right there. I said she be on my video. But she did tell me it was two people. She just couldn't remember the other person's name. I think she remembered Latanya's name because my cousin is married to a Latanya. Yeah. And that's like I said, even down with Clones, I was never, I never said he would take my side on anything. What I said Clones would do, he's honest and he's a fair man, and he ain't gonna let it go sideways. He's gonna just look at the facts and whatever the fact and truth say, that's what he's gonna go with. And he ain't let me down. That's exactly what he did, and it was what it was. But see, it is when people got something made up in their mind, it is what it is. And so they're going to condemn you because they feel they know what's the right thing versus really listening to what the right thing is. Because you like somebody or you like this person or that person. Hell, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'll be the first one to tell y'all, if I did something wrong, call me on my junk. You hear me? Call me out on my stuff and let me know. But if you do, you gotta make sure you're right, baby. But hey, if you get me, I'm gonna say, girl, you got me. You're right. I'm sorry. I had to listen. Let me retract that. My darn tea ain't frozen all the way. Y'all, I'm anemic. I got an ice problem. But yeah, after this, everybody know what's up now. If you come at me now and you come on my video with that foolishness with him, at this point you're just gonna get cussed out. Because you see it is what it is. And if you want to know, don't take my word for it. Don't take his word for it. Just go look at it for yourself. And you can see it is what it is. The only way you won't see what he say if he block himself from if he block stuff. If he go blocking stuff from me, then of course you won't see what he say on my channel. But I ain't gonna block him. I'm not gonna block him because I don't think he will go through the extent. You know, old girl did trying to get my attention. I don't think he'll do that. I'm eating half frozen ice with a fork. My tea. Oh man, I can mess with some ice. Who else? Who in this live eating Sonic's ice? Man, I love it. Yeah, I still watch me some Dante though. I don't really care for them boring videos that he be doing. But like that's what he be taking me on a little ride talking to him and stuff like that. Or between him and Hannah, those be good. I like those. And the ones with his son. I say who eats Sonic ice? Like I like to chew ice all the time. Girl, I'm a big ice eater. I can take off. I don't know if y'all know what Sonics is, but Sonics is a place with a real small hot like ice that seems like it's sort of soft, but everybody keeps telling me it's not soft ice. It's the same, no matter what size it is. But it seems like it's soft to me. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I mean, but if that is your address, then here's the thing: people know you stay there. You know what I'm saying? So they might not know you as DoorDash, but they know you stay there. Your neighbors know you stay there. So what are they gonna do? Because they know that's where you live at. Um, but until she can move, you might well do what you do. But yeah, I know, I seen it. I was actually on the live. I was live when he's. It's somebody that's feeding Carter that messed up. Somebody be giving him information because I was on the live when they sent it to him, and if this is a girl that be sending him that stuff, and what ended up happening, how I got off was one of my viewers were in there on his live, and he was trying to discourage him from doing that. And so him and Carter sort of kind of went off on him, and he left. And he thought that I was in there because he had said something to me, and I was like, "Well, let me go explain what had happened," because that was the day after the live on Clones TV, so maybe a lot of people didn't know what was going on. So I left out of the live to go talk to him. But when I came back, it said it was private. And I thought Carter had made it to where you had to be a subscriber or something to get inside of it, because I couldn't get in. But then later, I had heard that his channel had got taken down. But I definitely was inside the live. I saw where his girl gave him the information. I mean, he had on pulled up some stuff, which and he didn't pull it up. The girl did. Um, he had her address, and he was talking about the people complaining about all the noise and stuff like that. And I kept telling him, I was like, Carter, don't. I said, look, do it the right way for this mess before I had left. I had to do it the right way before for the mess can stick. Let's learn. Don't do this. But then later found out he actually had went through with it. Yeah, she do owe people. Mm. Well, that could be a bad thing if they know her address. I had older people all this money because I don't heard people getting killed for $5. So if you owing people all this money, you better watch out. Mm. I didn't think about that, but that's why I said you can't be getting over on people like that. Like you can't be doing people wrong like that. That mess is eventually gonna catch up with you. You think you getting over on folks? No. I just honestly think that girl got a problem. I think she got mental issues. She got a spending addiction. If I'm going off the video that she was saying and back in November, her family accuses her of drugs. So like, I don't know. She got a lot she got going on. But in any event, you don't be using nobody. For all that's in the live, make sure y'all hit that like button. And thank y'all for the ones that stayed with me on this live so long. Let me vent and let me just get it out of my system because it really was really pissing me off, really. I appreciate you. All right. Oh, I'm gonna definitely be on there. Is he on there now? I can't see when I'm on my phone. Did he go live already? Because I went last night looking for him and see that he went on. But I know he said he liked doing them on Saturdays. I don't, because the last one I see on him is he says clones TV moves on. What's next? I'm done. I don't see one.
So last night.
What time? Do you know what time going to? Do you, Latanya, you know what time? Oh, he's gonna be on later. Okay, because I'm on his channel right now and I don't see it. But y'all definitely know if he go live, I am on it. As long as I'm up. You said 8:30. It's 11:03. Where you at? Are you in the same area they in? Because I think they somewhere up near Texas or something like that, or Detroit or something. Oh, Arizona. But I think me and him on different time frames too, because I be up real early in the morning, and he be talking about it's getting late, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It's late. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. But I think he's in a different time zone than we are. Well, what I am. It says 45. It says in 45 minutes. Oh, in 45 minutes. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay. I don't even see where he got the post up there. But yeah, I put my tea back inside the freezer, y'all. It was not. I had this darn tea in there ever since. Well, it ain't been that long. 'Cause I think I did it at 7:30, and it only had like a little bit of ice on there. Save it for the morning. Cause I like it. I like to shave it to make it like shaved ice, and that was not gonna do it. Y'all right? Okay. Oh, you say look under his lives. Okay. Hold on. I can't do it while I'm on my phone because I got this one on my phone. I gotta go on my laptop. These stairs, man. These those steep behind stairs. And now say 54 minutes. So at 11:45, right? I don't know. I think we all in different time zones. Time check for everybody in the live. What time is it on your live in your area? My area is 10 11:06. Okay. Yeah, mine's is saying 12 o'clock. He gonna be talking about will Dante reach 100K subscribers for 2026? I believe so. I believe he will. Unlike that well, you know what? DoorDash has 76,000, and on her other channel she got 25,000. I don't know if some of those people are from her other channel or not, but she's already got 100,000 subscribers. I think if she can convince enough people, she probably can reach it too. She's not that far off. But I definitely think Dante will hit it before 2026. Okay, you said yours say 9 o'clock. Yeah, mine says 12 a.m. So you're like about 3 hours behind him. Oh, definitely, definitely. He's doing better than her all the way around, from views to money. You know, his channel is way better than hers. He saved his channel. He really did. When that Joker switched and he stopped talking about that goddamn easy mode, telling people to steal from other folks and stuff like that, and he stopped talking about her, that's when his channel changed. Like he saved it. He literally did it at the right time. Because if he wouldn't have, he would have lost that channel. And then he apologized. He did right. He came, he apologized to everybody. Um, and so far he's sincerely looking like, he doing the right thing. So as long as he stay like this, I think his channel, he got a chance of doing something really good with his channel, despite, how we feel about it. Right. Like I said, I still like watching his channel. So, mhm. Finally getting it together. Just got to keep that dealership job this time around, right? And really, I don't know about no 100 cars, selling no 100 cars, in a month, but he can sell a good amount of cars and make some decent money because salesmen do make some money if they can sell them cars. And he definitely got the gift of gab. So I don't think he's gonna do bad if he stick with it. I really don't think he's gonna do bad. He's gonna do all right. All right. He just got to be willing to. He just has to be willing to stick with it. That's all. But I honestly think he's onto something good. Now I don't know about Hannah's story. What y'all think about that Hannah story about her being on the addicted to weed, whatever? Somebody said I read somewhere they saying they didn't believe that she actually had smoked weed. She was just doing it for views. But I don't know. I never smoked, so I wouldn't know one way or the other. If she did or she didn't, child. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that. I know somebody had made mention there was somebody that did a story similar to hers. Was that you had mentioned that Latanya in the live? You said she cried. I seen a video. Okay, yeah. I seen a video. I went back and watched it. But now when it comes to stuff like that, I really don't know because like I said, I never really did it. I mean, I know people who smoke weed, I know people who drink. Um, I just never had. I don't know. So if I can't really speak on it, I ain't gonna say nothing about it. But I was just wondering what y'all thought. Y'all think she really did, or y'all think she was just lying, y'all? Well, I'm gonna get off of here so I can be. I'm gonna take me a shower and stuff so I can be in the bed by the time Clone TV go on his live because I just want to sit back and enjoy his live when he get on. I think this is probably one of my longer lives that I had, but I appreciate everybody for being on here with me, to talk, allowing me to vent, and thank y'all for supporting me or whatever. But some of these people on this platform, man, they something else. But thank y'all for the true supporters, the true ride or dies, the one who really just listen to the truth and just what it is, what it is. I appreciate y'all so much. I can do my little can't do my little heart shake because I'm holding my phone versus it being in my clip. But as always, be your brothers and sisters keeper. Keep God first. And toodles. See y'all on the live tonight. All right, T. Washington. You gonna be on the live too? Oh, I'm gonna be on the live tonight. I got to be on Clones Live tonight, but I'm gonna be on the live with y'all tonight. I want to be laying down and watching and enjoying myself. But I'll talk to y'all a little later. Okay, bye. Okay.